if I was Floyd and he was me, he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get $100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due,
right?
And
yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Let me make sure, man. Oh, let me see.
Pardon me, family. Can y'all hear me all right? Pardon me. I'm on my phone for the first time ever, so y'all got to bear with me. We gonna make this happen, though. How y'all feeling, man? Shout out to the fam. My guy Ace. All love, family. Cash Crypto. Big Dre. Was good with it, man. Mega Red was good with it, bro. Peace to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling? Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all bearing with your boy. I barely made it here, but we gonna make it happen. We gonna have us a good boxing build as we always do. Y'all already know. I'm telling y'all, this is how I'm feeling today, man. Y'all ever seen any of the family ever seen the movie 48 Hours, bro? With Eddie Murphy. This is I don't even know if they're gonna copyright me, but this is really how I feel.
Knock this shit off! I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. A bitch tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche. I am in a bad goddamn mood. Now, I usually don't jump in when somebody's getting beat down, but this man, Jack Cates, is going to help me straighten out the rest of my day.
Yeah, y'all remember that scene from 48 Hours? I've been having a very bad day. He said, was on a bus that flipped over 17 times. Chick tried to stab me in the bathroom. He said, I lost my James Brown tape. Oh, man, I had to play that. That's what kind of day I've been having. I busy was good. Teach was good with it. Nah. I'm just late, Teach. I'm just late, man. I appreciate y'all popping in. We gonna build for a little bit, man. Y'all have to pardon me. I had a very interesting day. I'm feeling like Eddie, y'all. I'm feeling like Eddie, man. Hey, y'all got there with me, man. I feel like,
Knock this
hey.
shit off! I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. A bitch tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche. I am in a
Hey, yo, I'm telling you, yo, I love that movie. I appreciate you, Lisa. Appreciate you, Queen. We could wait next. Yeah, man. We gonna get to a shout out to Teach, man. Damon was good with it. Shout out to B More, man. Shout out to B More. But we gonna get to this boxing bill, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy that understands that I've been having one of them days. But we gonna get through this boxing build and we gonna talk a little bit, man. I don't know if y'all seen it, man. Look, I'm not really into reporting on things that's personal. Like I know y'all probably seen some of the stuff that people are talking about when it comes to Tank and his personal business. I'm not into that. I ain't messy that way. I mean, it's news, so I understand it's fair game when you report it. But the only thing I'm gonna speak on, Mr. Empire was good with it. Thrill Hill was good. The only thing I'm gonna speak on is the fact that I noticed that said the judge that denied his Japan trip. You know, I guess he was planning on going to Japan for his 30th birthday. And from what I read, you know, they said it's a no go for him. So I guess people are celebrating that. And on top of that, you know, they mentioned some of his personal business. I don't care to disclose. Y'all see that shit. I know y'all see it floating around, but if you really read the article, you'll see that any issues that they were speaking on in the article concerning money was taken care of. So I think people are just, you know, when it comes to Tank, bro, that man, just he's just a guy that's gonna be underappreciated probably till he retires. He's one of the guys that it just seems like if he's not doing what the people say do at home, then they treat it as he ain't did nothing in the entire sport. And I just think that's a you know you missing the mark when you look at things that way. So I don't feel like it's the biggest of deals that he can't go. I mean, shit, he'll make do. At least he home. Um, Hopefully we can get some type of update on what's going on with the fight. But I've been hearing all types of stuff like, and I ain't none of it validated, so I'm not gonna run with it just yet. I'm gonna sit tight and I'm gonna see what work out because on one end you got Lamont Roach saying they haven't told him anything as far as a a change of date and things of that nature. So I wonder what's the holdup on that and what's the reason that they ain't you know that they ain't, update them if things are changing, and that's what it looked like because most certainly don't look like they could fight for December 14th at all. So my thoughts is, y'all, it got to be something that some type of issues that they having. I'm not gonna blame that on Tank or his finances. I see people pushing narrative saying he broke. I think that's weird. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe different circumstances teaching it, and you got a point. Thomas Hill, my guy, was good with it, bro. You got a point. Why would you allow him to go to Paris but not for his birthday? And hopefully that's the situation that he can get ironed out with that judge sooner or later. But at least he ain't in no type of trouble. Like I said, I'm not here to report bad news, but I see people, speaking about his finances and saying he broke because of the article that came out, and I seen it circulating a little bit. So I know if I seen it, y'all probably seen it too. Like I said, if you read all that money situation, whatever they was discussing was taken care of. So I think people are using the article that just dropped and the fact that his date is being moved, and respect to Al Heyman, but I'm hearing he having some issues with his health. So I think things are some snags in the road, maybe possibly that they ran into. That's what it looked like. I can't see it any other way. You know what I'm saying? That's what it probably happened. You could speculate all day as to why things are moving this way, but at the end of the day, it's boxing. It's one of the most imperfect sports that we have in all of sports, right? But we love it at the end of the day, and I'm just not concerned with conversations that are geared towards tearing down fighters or trying to make them look like something that they're not. I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tank, man. Hopefully he get his date and everything. He get to resume and get his fight on because it's gonna piss a lot of people off. They're gonna sit in the corner and hate watch because that's what everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Sit and hate watch when it's him. GM was good with it, fam. He said they read it, Josh. You already know they read it. It's sad, but you'll people will report half of it just so they can try to make a point. You see, it ain't having issues. I told you, PBC ain't paying fighters like that. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Shout out to Big Dre, man, and the Cash App supporting the grind, man. That is truly appreciated. I've been having one of them days. All support helps, and much love to my guy, Big Dre. Let me get my guy right. Pardon me, I'm on
And
my
we ain't
phone.
never got to box again.
All right.
Well. I already been getting these back, but now
that's
it's
a
time
different-
for you to
yeah.
get your just due.
Shout out to Big Dre, giving him his just due, man. He said, Big Dre, shout out Lamont Roach. Big shout out to Lamont Roach, man. And if y'all haven't checked it out, man, Hardcore Boxing News, Jay Hardcore got an interview, a sit down where he went to sit down with him. And it was good. It was a good watch. Remo got one coming up. I'm looking forward to possibly setting up a situation where I could too get Lamont Roach on here and bring y'all a dope interview from him. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. We trying to bridge this gap with these fighters and content creators, man. Get these guys up here, you know, just get the crowd, the family more familiar with them. Let them talk a little bit, you know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun build, but we gonna do it. It's just made 50 million broke. Yeah, talk about bad investments, right? You get me? Shout out to my guy Thomas, man. We'll have to go to pass for the Olympics. Yeah, I'm going to pass personal reason. Yeah. I think you're on point. I think you're on point, Lisa. I think that's what it is too. And right now, it's like, you know, the Olympics thing, okay, they made the exception to that, and you could understand why, but obviously he's still having a bit of an issue when it comes to doing what he want to do for one reason or another. So we get it, but man, Tank, just keep doing what you're doing. You ain't gonna never hear this, but it's gonna be plenty of people that real ones that do. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep going out there, knocking heads off, keep winning fights, keep making money, and keep going after them the names that make sense, man. The real ones gonna appreciate it. Pastor serving, yeah, yeah. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right, Mr. Empire. One was more like business kind of, okay, this boxing related. Cool, we'll let you do that. And it's the Olympics. Cool. You know what I mean? The greater good type of thing. But, oh, you want to go to Japan and chill out and have fun? Nah, sir. So it's just unfortunate, but he'd be all right, you know? Yeah, kind of is nice to say, like, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, the ones that don't like to hear that negativity. But for me, I ain't a fan of it, like I said. So I want to see the young man keep doing this thing. You know what I mean? Mark West, what it do? How you feeling? So I don't think I got the wrong thumbnail up there and everything. Yeah, I don't think it's the worst. It ain't the end of the world, you know? It'll be all right. I think David's been through way worse than that, you know? So as long as he got his freedom, he'll be just fine, bro. Just fine. You know? I mean, I'm pulling for the young lad, man. He'd be all right. Pardon me, I was tripping. I've been so all point today, man. I appreciate y'all bearing with your boy. Got me on my phone, man. I ain't never used my phone to go live. This is like a different thing. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Get my thumbnail up. Look crazy from my view. What it do, Ray Patterson? What's happening? My Jersey brethren, man. Just another good build with a good family, man. Ooh, ooh. I almost exited the joint. I'm tripping. But nah, like I said, yo, it is not really much tank news, right? I see people keep making it. I seen, you know, people talking about a new deal. I don't know any of that to be validated yet, so I'm not gonna push any of it. But like I said, that little Japan trip, that's light. You know, you still got your freedom, got more than enough access to money and things. You can find another way to enjoy yourself. It's still unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's the thing, Schuler, Jameson. Your first sentence, man, that's all wrong, yo. Just man, and we gonna talk for a minute. I'm late, and we just gonna build, man. Yeah. Check this out. Imagine, imagine saying, you know, a guy that came from absolutely nothing, right? Finds himself at the top of his game, undefeated, making a ton of money, being undeniably one of the faces of boxing. The only real knock that you can make on Tank Davis is who you want to see him fight, right? And it's understood, but that doesn't make him a fraud. Nothing about being 38 no 28 knockouts is a fraud, bro. You get me? It's hard as hell to win 30 straight fights, especially in that fashion when you constantly the smaller guy. He's gifted, he's talented, and I know you want to see him do more. I get it. Like, man, his resume needs some more meat on it, right? I understand. I get it. I get it. But just pay attention to the landscape, right? Like, even right now, just use the Loma situation as a perfect example. You see how things happen that are out of his control, and think about it. It would have been killing a couple of narratives all in one. He would have been shooting a couple birds with one stone when he fought Loma. Unification, fighting a guy that's at the top of his game. You get what I'm saying? It would have been perfect for him, but you see how that played out. So I think, if you really look at how things were, he was being moved a certain way early. And we know this stuff to be an undeniable fact. He was moved a certain way, right? So, you know, um, now that he's more in position, as I've stated on numerous occasions, you've seen the attempt to get fights that people didn't think was going to happen. And I say this all the time. Yeah, Floyd was still in the background to a degree with the Ryan Garcia fight, but that wasn't on him. That wasn't his doing. He wasn't facilitating that move or none of that. That's why he embraced him the way he did after the fact. You see, Tank being his own man, he went out there, and regardless of what people want to say, that Ryan Garcia fight needed to happen for different reasons. The numbers reflected that. So he gave us that fight, right? Cool. I understand he fought Hector, but I think he was getting things going, right? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he gave us Hector, gave us the Hector Garcia, Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Gave us the Frank Martin. Frank Martin made sense to fight too. Easy in-house fight to make. And then his very next focus was for him to cross the street, something that they said he can't do and won't happen. He was going to cross that street essentially, or at least crossing the street in terms of fishing for an opponent. And Loma was the guy. So it's not that he hasn't fought no one, because if you name right now, Jameson, the fighters that you want to see him fight, you know what I mean? To say that if he didn't fight just that small number of guys, that means he's fought nobody. That's you missing it. You get what I'm saying? You truly knocking him. You know what I mean? You're not acknowledging the work that the man put in. I get what you want to see, because I want to see it too, and I think everybody else in here do as well. But you just got to be real, man. You know the business of boxing is an ugly thing, and you seeing it now. There's no way in hell that we should be having issues with Errol Spence getting a date and something confirmed, and you know what I mean, being able to move on is no reason why Tank should even have to deal with changes of dates and things like that. So it's a lot to consider, man. And the fact that he's a money maker like that, ticket seller, you get what I'm saying? Like, people try to get paid when that man fight, man. You get what I'm saying? You've seen his promoter and Floyd Mayweather move in a certain way. And now, like I said, he was trying to deliver you fights that you would have otherwise not have even seen. There wouldn't have been no Loma talks if Floyd was still in the picture. You get what I'm saying? People just not seeing the picture for what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that stuff you can't place on him. And people were saying, you should have took your career in control. Well, he's doing that now. Think about when Floyd. Look how old Floyd was when he became the man. He got time, yo. People counting this young man out. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, we get it. He about to be 30, but do the math on what age Floyd was when he became the man. Had to go through some shit too. Of course, I ain't talking about resumes. I'm just talking about the path. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through some shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't being moved the way Floyd Mayweather moved, and that was the most frustrating part about seeing Floyd moving for the people. Right? You fought everybody, especially early in your day, right? But you were moving him. You taking calculated risks, getting him paid, putting him in position, and we all appreciate it. But he also dealt with a lot of flack. He got a lot of flack for how his promoter moved him. People don't even understand that. But now instead, it's like he still got people in place. And I don't think he's making every decision by himself, obviously, but he's in more control. And you seeing the attempts and the efforts being made to fight other guys. We just don't want to acknowledge it because it ain't come to fruition, and it's unfortunate. But there's nothing about Tank Davis that's a fraud, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you put yourself in his shoes. Think about if that was your brother, your cousin, anything, any type of relative, even somebody from your neighborhood that you watch crawl from the streets of nothing to be called a fraud, all because the business of boxing hasn't delivered the absolute biggest fights. We know that's not all on him. I ain't saying none of the responsibilities on him. Yeah, he got a responsibility for delivering top-notch fights, because he's a pay-per-view guy, and the only way we can see him is if we pay our money. So I understand that, right? I get it, but you gotta let this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take into account that can't force guys to get in there with you. If that was the case, we'd have a Lomachenko fight on the way. You get me? All things, my God. Cornelius was good with it, bro. How you feeling? Ryan, what it do, family? Big soldier in the building. Who stopped Russell badly? We're gonna talk about that too. How can you be the face of boxing without being in one war? Yeah, listen, and I get you, but it's not the wars that just make you the face of boxing. He checked several boxes, and the fact that he's always a smaller guy fighting these much bigger guys, you just can't ignore that, right? He's been in 4 different weight classes, right? You get what I'm saying? He ain't spent his whole career at 35. A lot of people argue about the resume this, resume that. He won his first title at 130. You get what I'm saying? Jumped up to 140, came back down to 35. Like, you get what I'm saying? Dude is tested to a degree, but the toughest challenges are out there. But as you see, now that he's trying to make it, people are making excuses, bro. Think about it. As soon as it was time for him alone, oh, you want to fight him now? 5, 6 years ago, I don't want to hear about 5, 6 years ago. As you get what I'm saying? He's trying to do this shit now where it made sense, where he in control to make more of the moves, and they seeked him out, and he on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I can't kill him. I can't kill him for that. Can't kill him for that. Sammy, what to do, my guy? Charlotte Tank comes from her favorite fighters, not near Tank star status. Yeah, man. And in terms of being face of boxing, like, being able to sell out those venues like that. And think about it, with him being able to have these record breaking numbers without the biggest guys in there speaks volumes about him. And he continues to win and win impressively. He getting rid of guys, bro. He giving people their money's worth, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. And I get it. I can't stress this enough. I want the same fights you want, bro. But we can't disrespect everything he stands for and everything he's accomplished all because he hasn't fought in a few names. That's just not realistic. Like, again, we have to be better boxing fans. I don't really aim to change nobody's mind when I'm here. I'm gonna give you something else to think about. I love to build the sport up, and we can't do that. We call them guys that's 30 and no, and his accomplishes tank on the top of his game frauds because he ain't fought guys like you. Hearing these dudes saying that the fights are gonna happen. You hear Shakur like, yeah, of course he said something about ducking, but he also, I thought that was just entertainment at the end of the day. He also told you that guy ain't ducking and the fight gonna happen. These other guys know that it's the reason that the fight is not happening. It's not because he's ducking. It's a more of business. And yeah, maybe he can be vocal and point out exactly who he wants. No argument there. Yeah, he can do that. But I could understand a guy going with his team and with a plan that they've laid out for him that's been very successful. You know what I'm saying? And now it's put him in a position where he's at the top of his game. You get what I'm saying? So I think these fights are still within his grasp. He's only 30 years old. People act like that's some type of death sentence. And he's a lighter guy that ain't been battered and bruised up. So he's going to be able to fulfill whatever contract that they got out there for him. But as you see, things are happening that's far outside of the control of Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? And that's just being real. I don't got to come to his defense and try to make arguments that, that aid him in any way. But just pay attention to what you're saying, bro. The dude got some special talent, man. The dude got some special talent, and this is why you want to see those fights. You get what I'm saying? So these other guys and these promoters got to be in line too, and they got to be willing to make these fights that make sense. Jonathan, what's good, fam? Bruce Gas, peace to the OJ. 4 division champion, 3 division champion, really 2. You don't count the regular title. I do count the title. Right, he's accomplished, bro. Could there be more accomplishments on the table for him? Absolutely, but why treat it like there's no way he can deliver the fights because they haven't happened yet? Like I said, I think he's in that position, man. And just pay attention to the moves. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping about this fight. When it happens, it happens. I can't wait to get it over with so he can get back on that hunt and start getting those guys and fighting the dudes that's on this so-called list. He tested. He just ain't tested to the degree that you would want to see him. Like, you can't say nobody that been in 4 different weight classes ain't been tested, right? The toughest tests, bro, are out there, but you have to put it in perspective. Yeah, he's been tested. You telling me jumping up to 140 where you could arguably be fighting at 130 right now, fighting a guy at 140 pounds, undefeated, you know what I mean, at the top of his game. You got to risk the dudes listed at 6 feet. Tank had to look up to this man in the face off. Like, He tested for sure. Look how accomplished Leo Santa Cruz is, and they disrespect the win, all because of the Tank. You get what I'm saying? How Tank made it look. He's tested, bro, and I think there are more tests out there for him, and I can't wait to see him get in there with those guys. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm outside of the United States, so I can't see the super chat. I still have to give the lady an update. Greatest man ever. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie, man. Appreciate you as always. Safe travels, bro. BJ33, what it do, fam? How you feeling? He said, breaking news. But then he said they'll get decided. He get decided the election tonight because he's best friends with George Washington. Great grandchild, Willie Washington. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you as always, bro. But yeah, man. So like I said, yeah, the test, he's been tested, you know what I mean? You know, but I feel like the toughest test could still be out there, but you never know how these fights will play out, right? Remember, man, a lot of people thought Earl Spence would have been Terrence Crawford's toughest test, and I'm not about to get into all the specifics, but you get my point. Still got to see these fights. I think he's still in the position to deliver the fights, right? You get what I'm saying? The biggest problem is going to be if you fight what the absolute top at 35, I don't feel like it's six guys, five guys there to help him fulfill that contract. So my question would be down the line, I wonder what he think about going back up to, you know what I mean, 140 and fighting guys up there. So you just never know. So all I'm gonna do, bro, is really just sit back and let it happen. I can't flip about stuff I can't control. I could just sit back and try to understand it. And like I said before, you seen the path that was laid out for him. I think the time that he decided to separate was a very good time where he started to, you know, move in his own, you know what I mean, do things more the way Tank want to do them, right? And I think from here on out, you can criticize the moves and see what he do, you know. Shout out to Cash. His boxing had taken advantage of every opportunity and shine every single time. Absolutely, and done crazy numbers. You know what I mean? And a lot of these spots bringing a lot of revenue to the sport. Like he's must see TV. He's positioned himself to be a guy that the people want to see. They want to see him. You know what I'm saying? So I know our voices, you know, we got our voices on YouTube, but like I said, there's a hell of a lot of people that truly love seeing him go out there and shine. And that's just what he's been doing. So like I said, when you think of a guy that's came from absolutely nothing, imagine put yourself in his exact shoes, bro. And imagine a man telling you you a fraud because you ain't fought a couple people. You ain't ducked none of these guys. Yeah, maybe you didn't demand the fight per se, right? Maybe you didn't demand the fight, but you can't make this dude out to be no fraud. That has to be proven in the ring, and somebody got to get in there and beat his ass. And until then, even then, I won't look at him as no fraud because I understand that the business of boxing doesn't just rely solely on the fighter facilitating and making all the moves. I understand that, but I understand the responsibility that comes with a guy, with any pay per view guy that you have to spend money on. So that's gonna always be my only, you know, that's my standard for him. There's always gonna be responsibility there because you're the only way we see you is if we come out our pocket. Can't just go turn on the TV one night and catch a Tank fight. Got to order that thing or be there live in the flesh, right? So you got to pay. So whenever that is the case, because you put yourself in that position, you have the responsibility of delivering something that people want to see. And I think, at least for him, I could say not giving them no out, although it might not be exactly who you want when you want it. At least when he gets in there, the show is always going to be the show. And he's going to always do what he's supposed to do. And I think there's a appreciation that the people that truly support him have for that and what he brings, right? They get it. They want to see them fights too because you're a true supporter. You want to see him take out everybody that makes sense, everybody that's at the top. But you also know that it's not solely, you know, put on his shoulders. But I understand he bears the responsibility because heavy is the head that wears the crown. And if you can be called the face of boxing, there's nothing wrong with holding you to a standard that that says you have to deliver meaningful fights and fights that people want to see. Right. So I think that, you know, bro, I get it, man. I trust me, I do. I truly get it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Queen Shower in the Cash App, man. Much love to the Queen. Appreciate you. As always, have a better day, and I absolutely will, man. I appreciate you as well. Shout out to the Queen.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
CJ, what's good, family? How you feeling, Big Soldier? Said Tank should take out Teofimo. Teofimo Lopez, please. Crush the legend, my guy. What's good, family? How you feeling? Look, I wouldn't mind seeing Tank punch T.O. head off his shoulders, but I truly don't think that T.O. wants anything to do with Tank. I think he's perfectly fine calling him out from the sidelines as well as Terrence Crawford. And as long as he kind of throwing out the names and speaking on it enough, it makes people feel like, well, why they ain't trying to fight him? But the real ones ain't the real ones see the play, and the ones that are just being fans don't see it. And he don't facilitate his fights. He can't just call out guys that's not in the plans. He can't just call out guys that Bob Arum are not looking to make fights with. And that's what people are ignoring. You know what I'm saying? He's calling out two guys. One is 2 weight classes above him, and then the other guy that's one below. And he's just full of it. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him get beat up. Tio and Ryo would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryo got a real chance. He got a real chance, but I ain't rocking with Tio and his energy. He's still on that, you know, he got them undertones in his talk, and I can't support that. It's tough. He's a weird guy. You need guidance, man. Whatever happened to just join the sport, even if it's not your favorite fighter, it's tough. It's tough for them because they don't. And that's where I know a lot of people, like, I know y'all used to hearing like people just go in and go off on fighters, but I feel like that shit is old. So many people do that. I'd rather just enjoy it. So, like I said, when it pertains to Tank Davis, bro, sit back and watch this show. Demand the best fights possible, right? But understand when those demands are met, you can't just solely look at him and be like, see, well, you ain't make the fight happen. 'Cause, again, you know what I mean? He can't control a guy feeling like he want to retire or not being in the mood. I'm saying that's tough, man. That's tough. You go out there and look spectacular, get a knockout, win another belt, and now you don't want to fight. Get me? It's a little strange. It's kind of weak. Anyway, yeah, right, for sure, and right, Big Soldier, and that's a great point. Yeah, look at the boxing legend. So again, look, I'm not saying take a bunch of soft touches and don't test yourself, but you also got to look at what you're seeing, and you're seeing a very special talent, I think, in Tank Davis, and I think that the bigger the challenge, the better he'll perform, win, lose, or draw. So just keep your eye on things, pay attention to the business, understand that, you know, everything ain't on him. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with holding him to a standard. You know what I'm saying? But every fight can't be a killer. You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic or healthy. You heard Andre Ward speak on that. And like I said, you see some of the guys in the past, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Pardon me, like I said, I'm on my phone. I hope y'all can hear me good. KO, my guy, was good. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Like I said, man, after a while, these stories like this, these talking points become old and redundant. Like I don't know what to say. I just look at it so much different than people. I can't sit here and and go off about things that I have no control over day after day and be mad and complaining. Just gotta sit back and enjoy the show, man. You know. Meanwhile, like you know, I think our voices would be heard, but at the end of the day, any fighter that's in that position, man, that's looked at as a top guy, understand what comes with that. Get what I'm saying? I think he handling the spotlight just fine. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ignoring it, but telling you, I just hope when it come time for him to go get another name that it ain't another person not in the mood or some shit, and people ignore that. And that's all I'm gonna say. You know, can't be can't jump down his throat for what everybody else is doing. So I don't know. I hear a lot of different rumors. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it for right now. But shout out to Tank. Keep doing what you doing. People are hating. They calling them broke. That's hate, man. I'm sorry, yo. It's not even boxing. That's hate. That's just pure hate. You're hoping that man be broke, celebrating a date being moved is to wear the shit in boxing. That's deeper than him not fighting who you want him to fight. That's you wishing that something is wrong when it's not. So let that shit be what it's gonna be. Whatever situations that they got. I'm pretty sure that as a team they'll figure it out. They've been figuring it out. I don't see no reason why they can't find a way to figure it out now. You know. So until then, let's just keep enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped for Boots and his band. So Clint Moses, Ray Ford. Yeah, I'm with all that. Tim Bradley playing company, man. Yeah, that's why I said at a certain point you just got to see things for what it is. You see how he going in on Tank too, and I keep saying that everybody is conveniently just missing it, and I'm tired of even talking about it. You got Marco boxing on the boxing voice downplaying the fight, saying basically like it's not a real fight. Like I just I don't understand. Like I want to see some of these. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting to the point, yeah, I need to see some of these dudes in the ring. Nah, the way they talking, bro, hell no. It ain't just fans no more. Y'all be talking crazy. I'm tired of opening Twitter saying people talking crazy to fighters that have smashed you. Like that should be crazy. Damn, man, how long y'all gonna push that Tank as a fraud for real? That shit crazy. Man climbed from the dirt, yo, and the people still like, yeah, he's never done anything. Tim Bradley out here talking about 30-year-old prospect. That's fucking wild, bro. You know how the business is, you know how hard it is, and you know the work that man put in. But instead, to push that narrative, you're gonna leave all the real shit out and talk. I just don't respect that, man. I'm gonna keep fighting this fight. I don't care who listen, who like it, who don't. Fight the good fight, build the sport up. All that shit tearing down the fighters because they ain't doing what you said they should do at home, man. Shit, man. If you let some of these dudes run these fighters' careers, man, everybody be out of here. Everybody's careers would be short. Take the Centil to the shadow realm. Me too. I also want to let someone eat from my table. Yeah, right. And I understand them completely just ignoring that dude. I think he a little, I don't know, compromised mentally. Like he don't speak right to me. I don't like the way he speaks. As the guy's up for boxing after. Gross is funny at best. You get me, Cash? Bradley got CTE. And I respect Bradley. Like I never try to go at him per se, but you always attack the argument. If you going, if anything, he know more boxing than me, and I give him his respect for it. But that don't mean everything he say is right. And at the same time, we as individuals, we know when we hearing a man speaking for the company. And whatever personal he got with Tank, it is what it is. That should be sounding like jealousy because it sounds like it's hatred. Like it should be that serious. Like. But he know what it is at the end of the day. He's just gonna say a couple things that's gonna raise the eyebrow too. Lots of said out there. Use a fool, man. Use a fool, bro. But yeah, man. Shout out to Tank, man. You hearing all types of rumors. Broke rumors, fired Calvin Ford rumors, working with Derek James rumors, date move, habit coming out, all type of shit. That ain't the rumor, but Bradley said that he best at 135 company, man. Bradley just, he got an opinion, strong head, strong opinion. Shout out to him, but he ain't got all the answers, Sway. He ain't got all the answers, G. He ain't got all the answers. But let's keep rolling, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna spend too much time on that. But hold on, I want to keeping on, rolling. I was listening to Fight Hype, I believe, yeah, Fight Hype interview. I'm gonna play this little clip. Shout out to Gary Antoine Russell. Y'all know I'm the clip king. I like to hear what these fighters be saying about other guys. And look, I wonder, at what point do we see Boots Innocent and a guy like Gary Antoine Russell in the same ring, in the same weight class again. Think that'd be a good fight but he has some interesting things to say, man. He feels like Boots still makes the same mistakes that he used to make when he fought him. And I thought that was interesting because he basically feel like he still could exploit the mistakes that Boots made. He feel like pressure bust pipes to a certain degree, man, what he was saying in this little interview. But I don't know. I'm just a fan of the fights and with all the gossip that been going on. I rather explore real fights that could happen down the line. Like I said, yeah, he said he could yeah, Tim switched up on court. You know what time that was? That's just company based shit. You ain't over here. We gonna talk bad. But yeah, Russell basically said Boots got the same flaws that he had as an amateur when he fought him in the amateurs. Said he could exploit him. Oh, I ain't no comments still. Come up. Shout out to Rick Jones, man. In that super chat, man. Much love, bro. He said, salute my guy. How you been, bro? Salute to you.
And
Appreciate
we ain't
this.
never got to box again.
All
Well,
right.
well, well, well. I already been getting these back, but
But that's
now
a
it's time
different,
for you to get your just due.
Boots. Yeah. Tim Bradley on the interview giving Tank all props. Did you see that clip? Nah, did he? When? That must have been new. He was just going in on Tank. Called him a 30-year-old prospect. I was talking about that the other day. Called Tank a 30-year-old prospect. And I just, it's just like that conversation is so redundant. Like, all right, he ain't fighting who you want him to fight, so you gonna discredit everything he's done as a fighter and just say he ain't done. That's crazy. I think people missing it when they do that, but it is what it is. I just think he gonna stay the course. He gonna keep doing what he doing. He gonna keep winning. People gonna keep hate watching and having the same conversation. And like I said, I'll end the Tank portion of the live with this. No matter who he fight, they're gonna find something to say, in my opinion. Oh, you said it's old. I figured that because he did his new when he was going in a little bit. But I'll say this: when it was time to fight Loma, oh, why are you trying to fight him now? But 5, 6 years ago, he aged him out. Blah 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 blah. All this weird shit. If it was Shakur, I heard the talk that he ain't ready yet. He going to fight Tank. This is 70-30 fight. His hands ain't even going to make it through the fight. You got it. Like, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, if he would have fought Shakur next, people would have still said, well, I thought he was fighting Loma. Like, man, I'm willing to bet money, bro. I just know how people give it up. They're going to be mad regardless. They're going to find an excuse. They overanalyze because secretly they are fans, bro. They just don't know how to express that. They don't know how to express that they're fans of the man. So and the reason why I say they fans, because the standard that they've set is obviously so high that they don't even realize it, or their expectation level is so high and they don't even realize it. There's no way you could expect a guy to do the things that y'all expect him to do if he wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't top tier talent, that's all I'm saying. So all that, after a while, that resume talk going fall by the wayside because resumes don't win fights. And when the sooner people learn that, understand it, the sooner they'll stop saying it. Resumes do not win fights. I don't care if you could have fought King Kong and then Godzilla back-to-back fights. If you get in there and don't perform with whoever you fight, it could be a Joe Schmo, it could be a C-level, it could be a stay busy fight. If you don't perform on the night, you can lose. It's susceptible to getting your ass beat. You get what I'm saying? I acknowledge resumes in terms of the work you put in and from an experience factor, but we know that's not the end all be all. You still have to perform on every night when you under them lights. And if you don't perform up to standard, your ass could be beat. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell, like, some people, I ain't gonna lie, some people picked Cambosis to beat T.O., but most people was like, man, there's no way in hell T.O. about to get in here and walk on this dude, walk over him. And then you see what happens. So that's all I'm saying. Anything can happen. I said, Russell got pool problems. Yeah, man. You gotta get that back. Schoolfield ain't it. Abdullah beats him now. Yeah, I think Abdullah beats him. I've been thought that. Way more polished, more refined. Be more surgical in his approach. And he fight a little past his not past his prime. You know what I'm thinking. He ahead of his time is what I meant to say, to a degree. He's definitely ahead of the curve, in my opinion. Abdullah Mason is surgically pick him apart if they fall. He make way too many mistakes. That jumping in and out, that shit won't work. And he slow down in that fight, he's gonna get picked apart. I like Kid Austin. Just keep moving him, keep giving him the right fights. I think matchmaking could be his best friend. And I ain't saying cherries, but I'm saying match him well, get him seasoned, and then I'm pretty sure some fights down the line he'll be ready for a title. But you throw him in there right now, I don't think he beats none of the guys. Too many mistakes for me. Rely too heavily on athleticism and young brute strength. And I'm not gonna say he ain't strong and don't hit hard, but he don't hit as hard, and he's not as strong as what he believes. What him and his father speak. So He got a ways to go. Yeah, he's very polished for his age. Like 4.5 pounds, 5 on his resume. 5 on his resume by 30. And the thing is, there's no denying that, right? But the opportunities is different, right? Just imagine, would you have ever thought, Damon, that a guy like Floyd Mayweather that fought the guys he fought, you think he'd get a fighter like Tank and not push him to the absolute limit? You could have never pictured that. You would have thought, okay, yeah, you know what kind of talent it is. You're gonna try to push him. Nah, I think a lot of those moves was financially motivated, as well as they would calculate a risk. I think he was tested throughout his career. People just ignore it. But like I said, man, I think all eyes are on him now to see what he do from here on out. And you just gotta sit back and let it happen. So Mason is big as boots in this. Yeah, 140, 154. I mean, in due time. In due time, I could see him going up for sure. Sooner than later too, because he got the frame for it. But give me a second, y'all. Let me play this with Gary Russell had to say. I just thought it was a good conversation, man. I'd love to see him and Boots fighting the pros. I think it'll be a much different fight than what it was as an amateur. I'm not gonna lie. I think Boots is far more polished than what Antoine is at this point in their careers, and it was showing the fight. That's my opinion on it. But let's hear what he had to say. Shout out to Fight Hype. Shout out to everybody rocking with your boy. Partner late live, man. I'm on the phone, but we gonna make it work. Man. Shout out to Fight Hype. Let's hear what Antoine had to say.
But Twan, not a lot of people familiar with this, but they should be, right? So opponent of yours, former opponent, amateur opponent, undefeated in the pros, only ever lost in the amateurs to you is Jerron Boots Ennis, right? You beat Jerron 3 times in the amateurs. You have history. So I got to ask you, because Jerron is obviously elevating his profile, his stature. He's a champion at 147. He's looking to make moves and unify. He's talked about wanting Crawford at 154. So I got to ask, right? What do you think was the hardest thing that he had to deal with when it came to you? Because he didn't lose once or twice. He lost 3 times.
I want to say, honestly, like I said, the way that I apply my pressure. It's certain shots that he was just accessible for.
I think them pressure gonna bust pipes.
To this day, I feel like he still hasn't fixed that flaw fully. You know, I ain't gonna bust him out because you always gotta keep a ram in the bush. Like I said, when I move up, after I wipe out my 140 division, I'm moving up to fight catchweight fights and everything. Jermell Boots in this, if he's still at 147, he will be one of them ones. We're gonna keep the sport entertaining.
Say again, Antonio? Oh, nothing. All right. Hang tight with us, though, Antonio, because when we wrap up this section, I got some questions for you. I want to get your opinion on. Appreciate you, G. Keep going, Gary. My fault, Twan. Keep going.
I was just saying, it's certain flaws that he didn't fix within his arsenal. He have graduated and got more comfortable with his deliverance, his fighting style and stuff like that, to the point he's kind of like perfecting it. You know, everybody got a different style. As far as the boxing sport itself, everyone throw the same punches. You got the jab, you got your left or right cross, your hooks, your uppercuts, your body shots. The difference is that sets everybody apart is their swag, how they put it together, their creativity. I feel like how he put things together, he's starting to get more comfortable with it, you know, and he's starting to kind of like right, master how he do things. But he still got flaws. He still got flaws till this day. The same flaw that kind of like put him in a hot seat when I fought him, he still got that flaw. I still see it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I would ask you, how do you see the fight going? But obviously, from what I'm gathering, you've seen enough from Boots firsthand when you got those victories to where you got your game plan and you still see that flaw being the thing that he hasn't overcome that would allow you to win again, even at this pro level and different weight division.
Okay, just to be clear, can you clarify what was the question? Do I
No,
agree?
it was more like a statement, just kind of wrapping up your thoughts on that, which is what I gathered you're saying is, look, if me and Boots fought today, the thing that allowed me to beat him in the past, I still see as a thing that would allow me to beat him today.
Yeah. Yeah. Would I have to approach it a little more different? Most definitely, because like I said, he's learned, which is good. You done fix certain mistakes, but it's some mistakes that you have not fixed yet, and I still see it. So yeah, I will have to take a different type of approach, but I do see certain things that will still be accessible for me to take initiative on. You know what I mean? Like I can definitely capitalize on it still. The same mistakes that I seen him making back when, I can still capitalize on those same mistakes now.
Got you. Got you. Thoughts on this Pro Grace Catterall fight? They're in your division.
Boom. That's all I really wanted y'all to hear from that. Think Boots on paper, Boots would be there. We don't know. Look at Ryan and Devin. Some of that. Just to do the familiarity at 100%, Damon. That's why I say I know. Listen, sometimes I know these fights ain't coming up right now. People are, why you talking about that? But I like the conversation, bro. I like real fighters. I look at Antoine as one. I look at Boots as one. I feel like if and when they're in the same weight class and that opportunity do present itself, there'll be some guys to fight. Um, yeah, every fighter has flaws, although he felt like Boots still made some of those same mistakes, but he also acknowledged how much sharper he got at the same token too. He put it in his own words. That's pretty much what he said. He know he got better too, so it would be a big mistake for him to think that Boots is the same as that guy that he was as the amateur. Yeah, he might still make some of them mistakes, but I think if we being all the way 100, all the way honest, and you looking at what them as fighters and competing, I see more flaws, respectfully, in Antoine's game. I think at this point than Boots. I mean, Boots a damn dog for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But Antoine is too. But we seen it in that fight against Puyo. Like I don't think a guy like Puyo would even beat. You know what I mean? Beat Boots. I just I don't see that. You know what I mean? So I feel like the mistakes that he made in that fight, sometimes being a little overly aggressive, kind of stumbling over his feet sometimes. I think Boots would pick that stuff apart. You'll have to be a lot more sharper and refined with your approach if you was to fight Boots now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they weight class apart, but man, that dude, I could see that dude easily moving up. And the way Boots seemed like he's stubborn and is stuck on competing at 147 and get titles, man. You never know what happened, but I always like the conversation, I like the confidence of the Russells. That's one that I hope we get to see fight sooner than later, man. Hopefully we see it back in the ring because they definitely don't need to be sitting on the sideline. Crawford versus Sean Porter 2.0 type fight. Russ family's a good trainer. They'll look as sharp as they used to since they father passed away. Yeah, that's some, and probably Kate Carlson. What they do, my guy? They look like they've been going through it a little bit. Obviously since the passing of their father, they all struggled in their very next fights. When their very first fight without him, they all both struggled. Now I want to say struggle, but Antoine didn't look as sharp. Antonio ended up taking the loss. I think he bounced back recently with a win not too long ago, about a couple weeks back or so. Well, he bounced back, but Antoine didn't look as sharp. And then he had the fight against Puyo. Again, I seen some issues there. Didn't look as sharp as he needed to be. And you don't want to get to a point where you're regressing, right? Because I believe in those dudes. I think they work hard. I think they're committed. I think they're some smart young men. And they could fight their asses off. What they do need is a trainer that's gonna focus on them full time. That's no slight or shade to Gary. But if he's still thinking about fighting, can you truly dedicate the kind of time that they would need to get them to the level that they're trying to get to? You know what I'm saying? To keep progressing, right? Could you be 1 foot possibly being a boxer, 1 foot train? Like, you get me? You know what I mean? I think they deserve that, and that's no slight of shade to him, but I think it's a lot to juggle if you're still thinking about stepping back in the ring. Maybe they need somebody that could just be fully and truly committed to getting them at the top of their games. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, with the way it's looking, man, you don't know when to expect Gary back in the ring. So, man, I just wish we could get some answers out of him, because even when you ask him, it never sounds like he knows exactly what's going on or what's next for him. So, I don't know. It seemed like he should just wear that trainer hat if that's what he want to do. But if he want to fight, man, I'd love to see him get back in the ring because he's a small guy. He ain't been in a lot of wars. He ain't got his ass beat. None of that. He just inactivity has been his worst nightmare. It's been his worst friend, worst enemy. That worst friend, worst enemy. So yeah, man. Too if for sure he's too inactive, he definitely need a full-time trainer. And I just don't know if that Gary Jr. gonna be the one to get them over the hump. You know what I'm saying? They already had a couple hiccups. They both done took L's and fights that I felt like they could have won, especially Gary Antoine. So just want to see them dudes get back in the mix, preferably with a trainer that's gonna be able to focus on them, primarily them. Gary Russell versus Ryan Garcia. Which one, Antoine? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. That pressure, good. That pressure, man. I'll say this: he'll have to hit Gary early and check him. You know what I'm saying? Keep him honest because he can break the gap. He can break distance on Ryan, man. He can make that an ugly fight for him. He could really. I don't know how well. I don't think Ryan will deal with pressure that well, right? So he'll have to rely on landing that left hook or landing something big to keep a guy like Gary honest. That's what I believe. Like, I think if that's not the case and Gary breaks the distance and get in his chest and start fighting him, I don't know if Brian has the capability of dealing with that pressure when it's on in his face. But if he can catch you with that hook, man, like he on the money. And he got a pretty decent right hand too. So be a good fight, but should put Ryan and Tio in there, let them beat each other brains since they want to be wild. Fight can be action packed. Yeah, don't mess with Texas. My guy was good, man. Curse, whatever. Lara Hamza, who you got? Yeah, Lara might be a little too old for that one, Gertz. Might be a little too old for that one. Might be a little too old for that one. Shiraz is a big, long guy. He'll compete though, but mm, that one might be a tall mountain to climb, bro. I don't know about that one. Looked phenomenal against Danny Garcia to the point where I had people questioning if Danny threw the fight. They thought Danny just quit. So Lara like the ageless wonder, dude. Aging like wine, man. Man been getting better and better. That's something I wanted to play for y'all. Ryan never made weight at 40. Has to be a catch weight. Shit. Good thing with that is uh if y'all talking about as far as a fight potential fight, him and Gary. I heard Gary say he with them catch weights. And don't Ryan got some exhibition going on in Saudi or something like that? Some foolishness. That dude need to sit his ass on the sideline and get his mind right. Flyer frequency, what up? What up? Gary too. He comes off a little bitter. I might got to fight, man. Gary been chasing the fight for years. Yeah, a little bit, because he feel like he the better fighter. He feel like that's really he really the DC guy more so than Lamont Roach. You know what I'm saying? And he been talking about that fight, but the problem is he ain't been in position. He been out of sight, out of mind, and only on the sideline. Lamont Roach been putting together a pretty solid career, not solid, pretty good career. You know what I'm saying? So while he's been inactive, Lamont Roach has been winning. Took a loss, found a way to get it back. You know what I mean? Get a title, and now he in a position to get one of the biggest fights of his career. That's the difference. Activity, you get what I'm saying? And Gary, like I said, his career been plagued with inactivity. It's strange. It's so crazy because he's a talented guy. I don't care what nobody say. You might not like him and how he talk, but I like him. I think he entertained. I think he can fight. I would have loved to see him fight Tank. That would have been a good, like, stylistically, that's a fun ass fight to watch. That would have been fun to watch Tank adjust to his speed and how he would deal. Well, man, can't tell me. Like, Gary, I'm talking about, of course, active Gary Russell Jr. at the top of his game. You know what I'm saying? Style wise, I think that's a fun fight. Definitely. You know what I mean? Fun fight. But the thing is, with Tank, he get he gets so much blowback and backlash for fights not coming to fruition. But when you really, really follow the sport and be paying attention, you'll know that this shit don't be on him. He don't be the guy talking about no. Like you know what I mean? They were talking about that Tevin Farmer shit recently. And I'm like, bro, do your homework on that. God damn, bro. That like he can't duck everybody. Like this shit just don't be adding up, man. People don't be having their facts in order. You get me? But again, man, I want to salute everybody that pulled up. Like I said, man, I had one of those, man. You know, I had one of those. Boxing hacker, what it do, man? Said I feel him. He calls it in Dubai. Let's talk fashion. My guy Raymond in the building. Yeah, oh Dubai, that's where he fighting at. Okay, yeah, he goofy. Let him do what he doing, man. That's the thing, man. It's like he made mistakes and been rewarded for it. You get what I'm saying? They still allowing this dude to fight and make money. And I ain't knocking nobody for getting a bag, but he's an idiot, bro. Like he definitely is never gonna learn his lesson. And the mere thought that he's able to kind of go around the proper protocol. I don't care if it's an exhibition. Like, bro, sit down on the sideline or just stay in shape on the sideline, get yourself right, and get back in the ring for real. And stop opening your mouth. Stay on social media unless you taking photos. You know what I'm saying? And stop talking. You don't need a microphone. Just take pictures and make TikToks, bro. He was an idiot, man. Mike Kirkland was good, bro. How you feel? I love Ryan. He a funny guy. Yeah, only until he started going left on us. You get what I'm saying, Ace? Like I thought there was a lot of little stupid, funny, kind of corny, funny stuff that he did that was within the bounds, and he wasn't tripping. But he just started going weird. Like I think the alcohol and him drinking, man, he's loose lips in them Twitter spaces. Some of that stuff he was saying was really hard to hear. And we done heard it all, but to know that he's in a position that he's in with all them eyes on you, bro, you got millions and millions and millions of followers. You an idiot. You abusing it. It's like they give all them followers to that dude just to treat it like he don't. He got tighten up. He's a damn idiot, man. I'm going to quote, yeah, he got to tighten up. And like I said, you could tell people like him and people like T.O., no disrespect to them dudes, they don't got no OGs, they don't got no big homies for real. Like they don't got nobody that they could, it don't seem like it, that they can go really get some game from, because there's no way you will want them dudes speaking like that. There's no way you'll want to hear him carrying it the way he's carrying it. Get me? He's a damn fool. Hopefully I can hear me okay, man. I got these bum ass earbuds. But man, Ryan, like I said, he gonna do what he do. He's a circus and he can make money. So regardless of what he do, it's always gonna be somebody looking to kind of capitalize off of the fact that he can make money. And that's just what it is. It's unfortunate, but at least he got really sit on the sideline in terms of the actual sport of boxing. And he can't fight. That exhibition ain't gonna mean shit. Probably gonna go in there and beat whoever it is up he fighting. Shit ain't gonna be just a circus, bro. So as a fight fan, I wish those dudes would tighten up. You know what I'm saying? As fight fans, for real, for real. Ryan Dash, Hall, Ted, Finger Guy, the lead the lies. They just don't. They don't seem to be able to get through to their kids the right way. Like even when Ryan was going through all that stuff, look how his dad was talking. Look how he was exposing like family business, airing laundry over the internet, just emotionally unstable and unintelligent. Like the shit he was doing, just ignorance. Then you got Ted Fimo. He's still on that same BS. Ted Fimo's still on the same BS. So they'll never learn almost. Like, right? Like he don't get it. Look at this idiot, yo.
I can't wait. I fought 2 white boys. Beat both of them. I need a black boy now. And it ain't on some racist shit. No, it's to unite all of us together. Remember that. It's to unite. Because I know all the black community, one thing is in for certain is that we all are what? Christian. And we all believe in Jesus, the Son of God. So in those moments right there, I get to show you how the faith of really what.
I swear, and I mean there's no disrespect. These guys are prime time idiots. They know they go off the deep end. They say things that are just filled with a level of ignorance that I just can't understand at this point. And then they go always, oh God, this. Nah, that's not gonna work. You're a buster right now to me. And that's why I would personally like to see him and Ryan beat each other up. I will have no dog in the race. I would enjoy every single punch that each of them land on each other. I don't give a jab, hook, punch in the stomach, anything. Like, I would thoroughly enjoy that fight. I would love to see them beat each other up. Since y'all feel the same way, since y'all echoing the same sentiments, since he talking about catchweights and stuff too, and he'll fight this and that. You talking about not fighting where you want to fight at. Yeah, won't y'all just meet somewhere in the middle and go duke it out? Please beat each other up. Please, please, please do it. Please do it. I would love nothing more for them to beat each other up. I can't believe it. And I'm a real fight fan, so I'm disappointed because I don't care what you say about Ryan. As far as the fighter, more disciplined and committed, he would really be an issue. That man has talent. He's foolish because he's like he don't even realize it or don't appreciate it. Then you got Tio, world of talent, bro. They literally loved you. Top Rank still pushing you, even though you try to stick it to them. Still giving you opportunities to make yourself a better name, make more money, and you kicking and screaming on the sideline like a emotional young kid. You know what I'm saying? And you saying the most disrespectful shit out your mouth. You beat a white boy, two white boys. Now you need a black boy. It's not on no race. The fact that you have to say it like that and set it up, you know you shouldn't be saying it. It's all awkward. You look stupid. Then you start talking. Then you bring religion into it. I always do that. You and Ryan some bozos for real, yo. Y'all can't keep leaning on religion every time y'all in the hot seat for being disrespectful. They some idiots. I love to see Terrence Crawford approach him and mush him. I love to see that. I love to see. I'm not even gonna hold y'all because he need that. And he still obviously don't get it. He's still on that same type of time. So he get punched on. Dude don't get it, man. All right, boys, Jesus, man. I'm telling you. Facts, Damon. You gotta laugh. You keep from being mad. Sports predictions, what it do, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, make it happen. You get me, bro? Let them punch each other out. A1 who's on my brethren. What's good, brother? How you feeling? Niggas a big win turns into a false god. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And pardon me, man. We like again, y'all. My apologies, man. I ain't all together how I would like to be, but like I said, we gonna have us a build like we always do. But yeah, man, he's a ESPN undisputed. All that talent, bro. Like, think about it, big soldier. What fighter at 140 like that got a title right now outside of himself that you would say he don't have a chance to beat? That when you look at it that way, that's what's annoying about the way he's moving. You're asking for guys that's not in your weight class and that's not in the plans or on the table for you, at least being offered to you by Top Rank. That's the part that's where smoke and mirrors at. I would love to talk to that dude, man, but I ain't reaching out to him. As the Tio's a damn fool. So, man, hopefully he tighten up, man. He got a lot to learn, bro. Hopefully he tighten up. But I don't hold your breath, as they say, man. Tio got a lot of learning to do, and he doing it in real time. So I just don't see him changing no time soon. And Ryan neither. They done awarded this dude with an exhibition, bro. Ryan done found a way to fight. Hell no. Boxing bogus as hell right now. Want to know who facilitated that move? I'm all off point, guy. He's gonna get through it. I had some other stuff to put up here, but I ain't upload this stuff, man. I wanted to show y'all some of the back and forth that I've been seeing on Twitter between Raymond Ford and Shockey Foster, man. That's a fight that need to happen. I know Shock won titles and stuff like that, but I feel like that fight need to happen, man. They've been going at it a little bit on Twitter. I'm mad I can't pull up the stuff that they were saying to each other. We're going back and forth, man. We need to see that fight. Media needs to start quickly overriding these guys. Like the work is done. You know what it is, bro? It's just people in boxing, people are prisoners of the moment. You get me? People be prisoners of the moment. And I can understand this, especially you gotta listen to who it's coming from, right? But it's us as the fans to do our homework and our due diligence to really know who it is that we speaking on, right? And not rely on secondhand information from somebody else. What I'm saying, like, do your own homework. It's like we don't wait for judges in our own minds to determine who won fights in our mind, right? We just want to see what they say, but we already be having it in our own mind who the hell won the fight. Dante's boxing talk, my guy, what's good, fam? How you feeling, bro? So that's just typical media stuff, man. When they overhype, and especially when they company, man. See how Tim Bradley was. You see how much he talked about Shakur, how positive he spoke about Shakur all the way up until he was in that last fight. Then he started talking crazy. It's typical shit. Typical, typical, man. Damn, I can't. Hold on, I got. It's got to be a way I could pull this up. Let's see. Because they was tweeting back and forth. I wanted to show y'all that. It's another fight I think that has to happen. And then I seen even Janibek and Carlos Adames. That's another fight. I'm a little all point, yo, but that's another fight that need to happen. Them two dudes been flirting with each other for a while about a fight, man. They damn sure need to go in there and get right. We need to see it, man. Let me see if I can pull it up, man. How do I do this? Let me see, y'all. Let me see if I can get this tweet. Let me see, man. Bear with me, man. I don't know how it's gonna look because I didn't crop it. See, man, I can't probably really see that. Yeah, man, that's Carlos Adames right there, man. Carlos Adames and Janibek exchanging some words. That's a fight at 660 that need to happen. I don't know what the hell them two dudes doing and why they ain't fought. They fighting everybody but each other. I keep seeing them online flirting with a potential fight. They need to go ahead and make that a reality, man. Go ahead and make that a reality, man. Get the people something to see, man. Carlos Adames been talking. Janibek talking. Janibek said everyone knows that if Adames sends me a contract, I will sign today. Janibek, you never know anything when it suits you. Me team, me team, me team sent to you, to your promoter, to your manager. Everybody knows that I don't play. What the hell? I don't play with my words. Waiting for you. Yeah, make that fight happen. Go ahead and make it happen. Shout out to my guy Dante's Boxing Talk in the Cash App. He said November 8th, businessman continue to grind, bro. Salute to y'all, man. I told you I'm a little late, man. We're gonna rock for a little while longer. We're gonna build. I just tried to make sure I came to chop it up with the fan, man. But I'm on point. I appreciate y'all's patience, man, with your boy. Hold on, let me get my guys just. I'll be working on my phone. This shit feels so
And we ain't never
stupid.
got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Making it work. Yeah, 160 is stale, man. Yeah, need some energy. That's the fight to make. That's why I had to jump up here real quick and just on short notice some stuff I seen that I like that I would love to see, man. That's a fight that'd be good, man. That'd be good. Kevin, what it do, man? 160 needs some life into it, man. Parallel 8 Productions, they be showing some good sparring videos. Nah, Ace, send me something. Send me something so I could know what you talking about. Send me something. I'll check them out for sure. Shout out to Dante. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, this would be the fight to ignite 160 a little bit, man. You know, everybody asking for Janibek. Don't run of these run of the mill guys that he's been fighting. No disrespect to him, like they solid, but they're not the proper test. I need to see once and for all who better out of him and Janibek, man. And I think that's a real 50-50 fight. 160 been it honestly been it sucks since Charlo ain't been there and been active. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Need get Charlo back in the game, man. That's why you need the Charlos. Alan, my God, what's good, fam? You need the Charlo. Get the Charlos back in the game, y'all. Get the Charlos back in the game. But yeah, Ace send me something from a parallel 8 production. That's new. That's new. Man, shout out to Mike Kirkland, man. You get it. Much love to my guy, man.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Appreciate you, Mike. As always, bro. Told y'all, I got here feeling like Eddie, man. They probably gonna copyright me, but I edited it out. This is funny. This is how I've been feeling today. I've been
Knock
having.
this shit off! I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. A bitch tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche. I am in a bag. Knock this shit off!
Remember that? That's a classic, y'all. Remember that? I was playing that earlier, messing with y'all. I was in the bus that flipped over 17 times. Chick tried to stab me in the bathroom. I had to get the other one. He talked about losing his James Brown tape. Man, that shit is hilarious, bro. That's how I've been feeling. But having one of them days. Crucial content. What's good with it? Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. Shout out to my guy Alan for the 5-piece for the channel. Always supporting.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
All right, absolutely, man. Oh, you said Jermell needs to come back to 160. I'm just saying, you feel like Mel or Mo? Like Mel need to go to 160, not 54. Me personally, I would love to see Mel Charlo, if he could, without compromising himself to too much, right? Because it was like a one-off fight. It ain't like he fully acclimated to 68, which was part of the problem with him performing anyway. His body didn't look right at that weight. So I feel like the fact that he ain't spent too much time there, maybe he can return the form down at 58. It is a risk though, after you put on so much weight. But at least it was a one-off thing where you ain't sit there and fully acclimate yourself to fight there. So I personally would love to see Mel, if he could return the form, go back to 54. That division would be on fire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, you get Boots there, and man, we really talking. So I want to see it. Mal Charlo, he back in the gym. I see him smiling and stuff. I know people don't pay attention to little stuff like that, but for me, I pay attention to it. I think it means something. So it's good to see him smiling. Hopefully he can get back to what he do. Because again, at the top of his game, there, dude is very entertaining to watch. He's still undefeated, and he kick ass, man. I just hate to see what he was dealing with. So hopefully, that stuff don't sideline or derail him from getting back to that bag, getting back in the ring. He say Magoo, yeah, 68. Yeah, Mel, right? You could tell he almost had like a love handle, bro. I was like, yo, do Mel Charlo got love handles right now, y'all? What the hell is going on? Mel Charlo got love handles, bro. He had a little handle, man. A little thick around the sides, man. So I was like, nah, I definitely don't want to see you up there ever. Maul got his mind right, Danger's right, Cash. That's why I say, yo, not to overanalyze it, but if you look at I don't know how y'all saying it, just the look in his face wasn't right in recent memory, right? It wasn't right, you know what I mean? So it looked like his face, it's just like he got that look back in his face. And I don't know if it was the smile that was doing it for me, but it looked like genuine, like he was happy or something. You get what I'm saying? And he in there with Ronnie Shields, who I think is a phenomenal trainer, and he really care about him, man. If they take another fight, I know Charlo gonna be in some type of shape, because they ain't gonna take the fight. I don't think Ronnie Shields would do that if he wasn't ready. So hopefully, that smile is, something, a sign of things that come for Maul Charlo, man. He need to get his ass back in that ring. You know what I mean? Keep being great. Think about it. What is he, 30? Is he 30? 30 31 32 one of them. He got a lot. He got a lot left in him if he can get his mind and body back on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, crucial. I know the caller. You know the little love hand around the side, man. I like, look at Charlo, man. looking in shape fat. You know what I'm saying? Looking like you could tell the weight fluctuation, like he moved up in weight. I was like, is he look funny. He looked funny. He was looking funny. More was something earlier in his career. Still think he has more. Yeah, talented brother. Absolutely. Mike, he got more. We got something left in the tank, I believe. I believe we got something left in the tank, man. He gonna get back to it, bro. I just hope all is well with him. Like I said, I'm seeing him back in the gym. The fact that you start to see the posts with any type of consistency and it's gym related, you get what I'm saying? Back in there putting in work, and Ronnie Shields got hands on him. I feel like he in good hands. I feel like that's right where he need to be. And it's crazy because you would think he would feed off the motivation of just seeing how his brother was doing shit. Right. He really held the torch while he was, out of boxing, man. Jermell Charlo was kicking ass, man. Kicking ass, running rematches back, stopping dudes. That shit crazy, man. He went from Ronnie Shields to Derrick James. And I think those was phenomenal teachers, and he got like the best of both. He still can box very well, but he believed in his power with Derrick, so made him more exciting to watch, and he went on a run. Think about it. Derrick James had a hell of a stable not too long ago, man. It was all kicking ass. He was one fight away from having two undisputed fighters. Shit crazy. I definitely think he got a little more in the tank, bro. He just gotta get back to it, right? Make that ring walk, get back to doing what he loves. But yeah, man, this was speaking of Charlo, that's his division, 160. I feel like some unfinished business there, and if he can get return to that weight class, like I don't know if he will or if he can, but if he can, like you got a couple names, you got some people where you could fight. That's good names to put on your resume. Janibek and Charlo will be a good fight. Charlo and Adamas, a great fight. Like he got some fights that could be made there if he can get himself back in the mix. You feel me? Y'all feel me? I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, hold on. So man, hopefully 160 shake it up, man. They need some more. They need somebody to take control of that division, man, and separate from the rest of the pack. Like right now, it's a division, and nobody, ain't nobody cleaning up shit. It's just a bunch. It's fights being made, but not the right ones. Hmm. Absolutely crucial. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. Canelo, my God, now than train like he's fighting Canelo. Sorry. Canelo was good, bro. He's still pissed about that. What up? Yeah, man, he was a little too lax, bro. He had his family with him and everything. And I think like we learned in the past, like if you just learn from EJ, I learned it from EJ. Remember the moment that he thought that he felt like he had Ugas when he was like, oh, he got his family, all this. Oh, I got him. Then he turned around with Spence, with Crawford. And what he do? Not saying he did nothing wrong, but he had his family, right? What did Mel Charlo do? What he doing? Laps in his own swimming pool? Didn't he train at the crib? Bro had camp at the crib, didn't he? Some shit like that. So, he just didn't. Like, I feel like a fight like that, you got to up your training like to another level if that's possible, right? I think you really got to up the training. 704 Joe, what it do, my guy? Got to up the training, and I think he was too comfortable because of the money that he knew he was making. Like I'm just calling it, in my opinion, I think he just was a little the financial gain that was to come from this fight. I think made him too lax, too comfortable going into it. If you get what I'm saying, he didn't look hungry for a second of that fight, if that makes sense. He didn't look like, I got to get this dude. Nope. It went bad, kept going bad, stayed bad. That was that. Like, he didn't really, kick up at any point in the fight. He just was accepting defeat. And that's why people have such a hard time, with the way he performed. And I understand it, you know what I'm saying? But he needed more effort indeed. But I think that shit was as close to a handicap match as you could get, bro. Two weight classes, layoff, injury. You just asking to get beat up, bro. There's nothing easy about that fight. Packing on all that damn weight, 54 to 68, and just think about it. You win what were we 167 and change or whatever the hell he did. He made on the scale. Think about it. You gain more weight. You probably what on fight night. So again, it's not only making the weight, but then when you rehydrate, when you get what I'm saying? How you gonna perform with all that added weight on you? And I think we got our answer. That's why weight acclimating to a weight class is important. You know what I mean? And you gotta think he essentially skipped over one chunk. Like that shit is a tough ass fight to fight, especially with Canelo ass. He dead, then he's gonna lose or he try. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think he still is. Kello, like I'm a firm believer in putting yourself in position that makes sense. That was clearly a bad move. Like the odds were against them too much. Like that's not the way you take that kind of challenge. And I understand you got to take the opportunity as it was presented to you. Like I get it, but damn, like man, that's the setup. Two-way that's the setup. That was a handicap match, a legal handicap match. Damn it, that was a handy one-on-one handicap match at the same time. One on one, but it was handicap, man. And that's the thing, man. Mel, he can't go out with that being the lasting impression of him. He's so much better than that, bro. We gotta get his ass back in the ring and ASAP. Sooner than later, man, because if you don't use it, you lose it, bro. And that's what I hate about Earl Spence being like in the wind and not having no solid date being announced. Because it's like the longer he spent outside the ring, he's just gonna get back in there, one of the top guys, dangerous guys, and make the fight so much harder for him just off that alone. Because you're only getting older. You know what I'm saying? But good thing for him, those pictures and stuff that I'm seeing of him, he looking fairly in some good shape. So hopefully that's a good sign. Fender, what it do? Be better be nothing up to date that I heard of. Mm-mm. Tex Strong. I wonder if he could return the form. Sad she's a comfortable. I know, Kello. I know, and the longer he take, the more concerned I get. Texas, shout out to Texas, man. Everybody rocking with Texas. That's part of the Justice family. Shout out to y'all, man. I know y'all some prideful people. Y'all rock with Texas strong. And where I'm a Cowboy fan for what it's worth. You did. State what it do, bro. It also bigger than people thought. He ain't as strong as he think he is. He don't hit as hard as him and his father think he do. And that's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? You can't approach every fight like a bully. You can't try to bully and blast everybody out. That shit don't work. And he found that out the hard way Saturday. You know? Of course it's so good Scoville didn't have any power. Yeah, and I heard I was playing that. I think it was yesterday. I was talking about that. Um, I just feel like when he say that, he just like, yo, you're not punching how you think you do. Like you get me? I think he got some power. I think the young kid is strong, but you know what I mean. He work hard as hell, but I still don't think it. Again, it's more than just power. It's like technique, setup. You get me? Delivery, all that type of stuff. And he don't have the best like fundamentals. You get what I'm saying? He has some. He's definitely talented and skilled, but he's very impatient and a bit reckless, right? With his approach, he's very fights eager in a sense, right? Like he's very eager to prove something. And that's why I say he's still operating off that young man energy, and that's understandable because he only 22, he's still a baby in there, but all that switching he was doing was pissing me off because it didn't seem like it had a purpose or any intent to it, just like he was doing it. And I'm not gonna say that he wasn't trying to set nothing up by doing it, but just the optics of it from the outside looking in looked like he was just doing it because he know how. And that's not good enough. Like do it because maybe you switch to a stance and now you having certain success with a particular hand or a certain punch that you wasn't having the success with prior to the switch. But with me, it just feel like I see him work on it a lot. I watch videos a lot and I see him post on Instagram and he'll always be like, did you peek the switch? Like he let you know he work on that stuff and it's impressive because he be working on both stances, but how well can you perform in either and can you be consistent when you need to be? Like I seen you doing things that didn't need to be done, and that's doing too much. And I think he burnt the fuse at both ends, and he found himself fatigued as hell at the end of that fight. And that was all his doing. I think that was the way he was fighting and approached it. He put himself in a position to be damn near gassed. You know what I'm saying? So It looked bad, and that's how what led to him getting knocked down. I believe he was more tired than anything. And so I thought he was more tired than hurt, but he definitely felt that shot because he missed the stool. He was discombobulated. He was all point. That was a rough fight. Equilibrium. He tried to walk away. He might fight because that can't be great. Yeah, turning his back. That was that. I seen some very, you know, alarming things like red flag. It's like you're not beating guys at that level, top level fighting like that, making those mistakes and behaving that way. Keep complaining about getting hit behind the head. You turn around, turn your complete back to his opponent. He could have weathered you. He could have did you like Floyd did Victor Ortiz when you just did that silly stuff. Fights emotion like a dad trainer. You stupid. But and that's crazy because he do, right? He do. You fight. Yeah, you gotta fight. Like what I think is missing is obviously needs more polishing, need to be more refined in his approach. Right, his application needs work. Execution definitely needs work, but he needs to be more purposeful in it and be more intentional when he does what he do in the ring. Don't just do shit just because it look good, right? That's where he was going, and I'm not really seeing him operating where I feel like he's setting things up and really relying on IQ as much as we can see that he's relying on his athleticism and his ability to mix it up and be a little gritty in there. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not going to work with those. Tank will smoke. Tank will punch you in the corner of the ring somewhere. You lucky if he don't sleep you like Leo on some shit like that. That jumping in shit get you slept. Shakur pick up on them same habits and he start picking you apart. That's what I believe. Tank or sleep, you Shakur embarrass you. Pick your poison. But either way, you taking a L. You had the experience and the temperament too. And you out here talking about how people don't hit hard, but you got hurt to the body and you was about to shit on yourself with Shakur, so you never could live that down. Shout out to Melanin Queen. How you feeling, Queen? Good to see you as always. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. He won the fight though. Yeah, he definitely I definitely want to give him his just due. He won the fight, but he got a lot of work on. More good than bad for sure, because he still found a way to win. He could have completely unraveled after the knockdown. He didn't. He just had some rough moments and some rough rounds, right? But he figured it out nonetheless. Won a unanimous decision. But yeah, a lot of work, a lot of holes defensively, offensively, unnecessary switching. Um, then a bit like he just not having a wherewithal. Like what you started out doing was working. You didn't need to switch it at all. Like you should have made him make the adjustment to what you were doing. You were boxing well, picking your shots. I don't know. He's doing a lot of things smart early in the fight, but somewhere along the lines, man, he around about 4 or 5 or so, it just seemed like he started fighting. Just went back to fighting. Better call a fight when you turn your back like that. Yeah, especially if he was hurt, Mark West. The only reason he got I ain't gonna say the only reason, but one of the things that would have worked on his favor when he turned his back, it was more like frustration, like rubbing the back of his head, and not like where you hurt and you turn your back trying to get away. Yeah, because Ashley Theophane did that in the AB fight, the Adrian Broner fight, kind of turned his back a bit and looked like he was like wanting it to be stopped, and I remember the ref waved it off. So yeah, that is playing with fire. You ain't supposed to turn your back like that. I think so too, Mike. 100% I do. Mason looks more polished. Hell yeah, he looked more polished than Kid Austin. Shout out to my guy KO. He did a dope build with Abdullah Mason. I know that's one of the guys that he vouched for heavily. And if y'all know KO do his homework. So I see why he vouched for that dude. And I feel the same way he do in most instances. That dude is sharp. He a beast. Uh, very well schooled, and he's just only getting better. They taking and the thing I like, they taking their time moving him too. I don't think they rushing him or none of that because I clearly think he could take on tougher opposition. But I'm a fan. I'm a supporter. Should I say? I don't like to say fan. I'm a supporter of the grind and the road. So I understand they building them and they letting them get some seasoning on before they, really start stepping him up. So I get it. Letting them learn. Giving them workouts, but what about drills and bad work with purpose? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, Fate. That's a good point. Like Uncle the barbecue. This is definitely the best prospect. He's a dog, bro. I'll say this: he's definitely one of them. Prospect Keyshawn kind of in that contender space because I truly like Keyshawn's growth. I do. But Abdullah Mason teach, no argument there. That dude is an absolute problem. Very smart, got very good vision. Just school, he's teachable, very calm, patient. His poise is on another level. He pick his shots well. He punched through the target. It's a lot to like about him. He got speed, he got power, two-handed fighter. He understands what body work means. Got a good punch variation, good arsenal. I like it. There's not much to not like about Abdullah Mason, to be honest with you, because he pretty much got it all. Got power in both hands. Got good speed. You get what I'm saying? You can see him thinking in there. He's explosive too, so he's fun to watch. Be at the gym, yeah, you always saying he was tired. Yeah, I didn't know that, and I think what's happening, back to that with the Kid Austin thing. Yeah, he is, bro. Crush, he is amazing. I was surprised that he was talking about how tired he was. And I'm like, then at the same token, if you look at him, he muscular. If you see all that unnecessary switching and moving he was doing, and he was in there with somebody sturdy that was able to weather them storms, it could have ended up bad for him. I'm gonna be honest, Garone didn't even look like he was in no real shape for real. He just like he got up. I'm telling you, he got up off the couch, trained for a couple weeks, and got in a fight. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what kind of training camp he had, but I seen a lot of boxing. I ain't saying you gotta have a 6 pack. I know some people just don't have those type of physiques. I understand, but that dude definitely didn't look like he was in tip top shape at all, at all. And shit, Mason looked the part, but I mean not Mason. Kid Austin looked the part, but he got too many muscles, y'all. Got too many muscles. My old still running 14, right? The thing I honestly like is Mason. Keyshawn Cruz. I'm not fond of Vargas. You don't like Emiliano? You don't like Emiliano? Teach. I think Emiliano is very talented too, but I like the pedigree that Keyshawn show. Right, the way he go through the gears and he know how to pick up the pace just enough where he don't burn himself out. Like I love the way he control the pace of a fight. And it's gonna be interesting to see how he deal with Lemos. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, yeah. That's why I said they taking their time with him, Dante, for sure. They taking their time. Like a lot of people, like I don't want to keep saying a lot of people. I want to, I'll say I've heard people make the case of how good Abdullah Mason is. I've heard people say straight up he's better than Keyshawn. He's very exciting to watch. Keyshawn's fighting tougher opposition, I think, earlier in his career. So I think they're being moved differently. I don't think that obviously, you know, Dula Mason wouldn't be able to hang with the same opponents and possibly stop the dude is mean in there. You know what I'm saying? But they're obviously moving in the way they're moving him. I like the way Keyshawn is being moved. I think he's been getting tested fairly well throughout his career. Like you got to think, what is he going? He's 11 fights in, minus the one that got took away. So you know what I'm saying? I think he in good space. I think he's stepping up at the right time. He actively wanted to fight Lemos. It was a tough fight. He's seen the kind of fight he gave Richards and Hitchens. People felt like he beat Hitchens. Keyshawn said, "Give me that work." I love it. I love it, and I love how he putting on for DB3, and he's slowly like becoming like a household name. Like the fact that he's giving him a homecoming, them tickets doing well. He's showing up in schools. The kids are seeing him. I love all of what he's doing right now. How he moving. I just want to see him stay focused and get the most out of his situation because he winning it. You got to keep winning and put himself right in line for a title. You know, I'm good for his age. Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. I like him. I like him. I think he's the best one out of all of them, though, Teach. But I get you. Like, sometimes you just have reservations. Like, you hear everybody jump on the guy, and you just, you got your reservations. He's talented though, for sure. And as long as he keep improving, he'll be right there to make those fights that we want to see him in. Let's go for Sands to trainer with Bill Ortiz during the fight. Yeah, he gives good advice. Yeah, he was giving good advice. He just was screaming on his ass. Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen, Miss Justin. How you feeling, baby girl? How you feeling? Keyshawn actually getting one on. Yeah. I like the way he's growing and coming into his own, and he's becoming a household name. I ain't gonna say he's there yet, but I think he's just becoming a guy that people really could like and get behind. And the way he fight, he get in there and actually mix it up. They can appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He taking meaningful challenges, right? Fighting the right guys, position himself for the title. That shit is gonna work good for him. I think he just gotta stay focused, stay the course, and keep winning. You know what I mean? Keep doing what the businessman do. You know what I'm saying? Keep being a businessman. I think it's impressive. think it's impressive to see how he carrying it, man. He's smart, learned from his mistakes, which I also like about him. So it's just easy to root for that dude for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
And we ain't never
Keyshawn.
got a box again. Well,
Right.
I already been getting these bet, but
But that's
now
a
it's time
different,
for you to
yeah.
get your just do.
Shout out to Fender Bender, my guy, man. Journeyman. Yeah. Yeah, I understand like the rankings of some of his opponents is in the 200s and all that stuff, but I think they just taking their time with him. I do. I do that. Do I think they can move him faster? Yeah, but I do appreciate the process, right? And that's all they doing is just, you know what I mean, getting him that season and getting him that experience, and they making sure that they moving him right. So I get it. And then you got to think they got other guys in position too that I think obviously impacts. You get me? I could be wrong, but I think they got plans for him. He's far too talented. So far, I mean, he like his stay over there, you know, on top ranking. Like the way they've been moving him and treating him. So that's important. You know, a lot of times people think they know where these fighters should be at, but I look at it like this: if the fighter happy, I'm cool. As long as you getting treated the right way, you getting opportunities. What's to complain about? So I just want to see the young man keep doing his thing, and I think he will. Shout out to the Mason brothers. I ran into them at the Boots fight. Ran into them at the Boots fight. Well, other amateur work was different. Yep, the junior amateur shit. Yep, no offense. Yeah, that's why they be moved different levels right now. Absolutely, you right, Dante. That's why I say people always downplay the Olympics, and if you don't got a gold medal, they just like, oh, you just a second place loser. And I don't look at it like that. You second place out of all of these guys that competed, bro. That's speaking volumes, and you can't ignore the pedigree. You talking about a point system. I don't read too much into people losing the amateurs. Like you call it what it is, give people they just do, but damn it, this program just different. Yeah, you already know, man. Appreciate you, Fender. Terrell, what it do, my guy? Shout out to Fender Bender, man. Terrell, what's good, man? Like very hard, younger, strong in the building. Oh, you already know, yeah, man. Never seen him fight. What division he in? Oh, my bad, damn. The boxing life is very hard. Absolutely, it is. Khalil Cole's fighting this weekend as well. Never seen him fight. What division he is 75. I believe, bro. He is 75. Yeah, you're gonna be in for a treat, bro. You're gonna be in for a treat. He is 75, and he says he really that guy. You gonna like his work for sure, bro. You're gonna like his work for sure, Khalil Cole. I think he's very talented. And he a Jersey guy, so he putting on for Jersey, but he the goods, bro. He's talented for sure. I seen him, yeah, obviously on the Boots card. The last time they putting him on there again, I like that for him. I'm gonna try to get him up here, man. I talked to him a little bit. I'm gonna try to get him on. I'll wait till he get his fight out the way and see what's up with him. See if he want to come on here and build. That and excuse claiming it was supposed to be a 10-round fight. Yeah, so they prepared for that, but it changed last minute to 12. Yeah, that's why I say even, and I noticed on Fate even before 10 he was tired. So like I just think that's the muscles, bro. I really do. I think that's the muscles in his style. He's very active. He throw his hands, but he moves a lot, and he got this little thing he do where he like I know do anybody in here know what I'm talking about? That little thing he do where he kind of bang his hips with both gloves. Like I don't know what he be doing if adjusting his trunks, but it's just this little twitch, like this little thing he do. He always like bang his hips, bang his sides with both gloves. I've been seeing it for every fight I've seen. I think I've ever seen him, man. He's done every single one. Like it's just this little thing he do. So he burned a lot of energy, I think, with the movement. And I feel like right now is because he's young and trying to showcase things. He gotta like his IQ gotta catch up to where he's showcasing things at the right time for a purpose and being intentful with that, with the purpose. Like he can't just be switching just cause. Like you get what I'm saying? Gotta have a reason you do that stuff. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, girls. He got the little twitch with the hand, but you see the one kid also do where he like bang his hips or something real quick. He do it all right. He did right. He did. You seen it a little bit. He do this little thing he do. I'm like, what is that? What is that little thing he do? It's like he reset his hands. Is it right? Right, Gertz. It's funny to see it. I'm like, I wonder somebody gonna ever catch on to that and pop his ass. You know what I mean? Say all the muscles, he still ain't sleeping dudes. On my bad, he ain't got that grown man strength. I don't know if I really believe grown man strength no more. Kevin said, hell yeah, the dropping the hands, dumb shit will get him clipped. Yeah, previous fight he kept doing it, and which it was annoying. Yeah, T did it a little less than normal, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. He be doing, I'm like, what is that? It's that little twitch he do. Bro say he repositioned his hands. Something he be doing. I just noticed it like when Leo used to do that little twitch. I'm like, you better not be doing that fighting Tank. And I don't remember if he did do it. I think he did though. Be doing that little ass twitch. He said that shit annoying. You remind me of my brother talking about some shit somebody doing annoying. Just seeing him do it, you're like, why the hell you keep doing that? But yeah, man. It's a matter, I think matchmaking could be his best friend. I think his matchmaking could be his best friend, but the reason why I say that about grown man strength, yo, because I remember when Jose Benavidez Jr. was fighting Charlo. He's talking about he got his grown man strength. I said, boy, what? Boy, you over 30. What's grown man strength? Like, nah, bro. Nah, grown man strength is crazy at over 30. You talking about getting grown man strength at over 30? You tripping. What are you talking about? Then he proceeds to go out there and lose every single round. Like, bro, whatever. All right, grown man strength, my ass. It's strong as you keep training. It's genetic. Yeah, once you train, reach your genetic limit, it'll show got real power. Absolutely. Notice it too, Mike. Yeah, it's something a little strange he do. I just think they need to go on a weight diet. You need to lay off the weights. Go on some type of weight diet. Like them weights ain't gonna do it. You got too many muscles. You too bulky. Too bulky. You like a little bodybuilder. And I ain't saying don't be in shape. Like I know you like the way it look and you like having muscles, but what you like being tired? You don't know you don't like being knocked down. Hell no, especially because you tired. And that's what I think. I think if he was in, I don't even want to say it. It's a matter of shape because he works extremely hard from what I see and what I hear about him. So I knew that can't be. I hope he ain't faking that. And I doubt it. He's like he always in that gym. He say he had a bed in the gym somewhere. So little dude work. He worked hard. That young man worked, but I think he working against himself is all the muscles and the style. I think being so busy and moving so much, right? You're gonna burn the fuse on both ends all the time. My God, you're on the wrong. Oh yeah, I already know Fender better. Nope. I stay clear, man. We stay in the course. I get you. I get calls all the time about stuff. We stay in the course. It's all love. They'll sort it out. You know what I mean? Shout out to them guys, but I get you. We stay in the course. Kid Austin Dash should get some free time with Porter. He got the style. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I see the comparisons. I understand them. If that's what you're going for, then why not work with the man himself? I'll go get some game from Sean. I definitely reach out. Facts. The muscles ain't it, right? That's why AJ has slowed down. I think he has tried to slim down a little bit too. Get too tired from them damn. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, he don't need that. Them weights, leave them weights alone. He got to stop eating weights, bro. He on that weight fast. He got to get on a weight diet. You need a weight diet, bro. His diet consists of hella weights. I ain't saying he just in there pumping iron, but he obviously got weights implemented in his training. He got to, and he don't need it. He don't need it because he young. Like just be that strong, natural. Like I heard a lot of these fighters, Boots say the weights mess up, punches and all that. So he ain't rock with weights. I hear a lot of fighters. Calvin Ford, same thing with Tank. They don't do no weights either. I don't believe they do calisthenics. I think calisthenics is more efficient and effective. Makes you stronger for real. All right, muscles, but yeah, stamina. You got ass and tips. Yeah, that's fate. That cause his dad, Kenny Porter, had that man out there punching in the desert. You know what I mean? Walking miles and punching in the desert. Man, I was looking at one of them workouts. I was like, damn, I know Sean Porter tired. And he said it. He said he got tired of doing that. He said he got tired of doing it. I called it with Sean Porter. I said he got the kind of no slight to him, but it's like a crash and burn style because you put so much into every training camp and fight. I never seen him fighting late into boxing. I never seen it because of the way he fights. So physical. That's all I'm saying. Like not a bad style, but he's just so physically taxing. Like I didn't see him doing this shit for late in his career, late 30s or nothing like that. Sean, why don't you keep practicing the power punches with technique? Yeah, just keep working. Just keep working. Right? Just keep working. That's all you gotta do. Just keep that work in. You feed. He putting that work in. And poor dad, I'm training like he was going to fight for USA by himself. Kenny Porter used to train Sean Porter like a one-man army. Like he was a whole USA boxer team by himself the way he was working Sean. Boy, I was like, damn, he put you to work, but it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Peace to the queen, putting that color in the chat. Melanin Queen, man, much love and appreciation to the queen. Showing love. She said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Just Do Boxing. Cash App Just Do Boxing to support the grind. That's love, and I appreciate
And we
you.
ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but
But
now
that's
it's
a
time
different,
for you to
yeah.
get your Just Do.
Delicate. Shout out to the queen. Kid Austin was not the goods to hype him up. Yeah, Kid Austin is good, but he got to keep learning. He's very young. With the youth comes inexperience. So I think like I said, matchmaking could be his best friend. And you put them in front of different styles and fighters and level them up and let them get the experience and just keep getting better. Because I feel like anybody that works that hard is always giving themselves a chance to be better, right? And that's how I see Kid Austin. He works very hard. So from what I see, so I think the biggest issue now right now is approach, application, and execution, right? Over relying on athleticism. Then need to be a bit more creative with his approach and the way he well, by getting his business done. You can't keep lunging in and out. That shit becomes predictable. Garone caught on to it. He delivered good shots back. Like I say, he even knocks you down. And I think he weathered whatever potential storm that you had for him early. And he started, getting his own licks in there. So got a lot to learn. That's all. But you got to fight where you won, where you unanimous decision. You could go back and look at the mistakes you made and get better. As long as you ain't in denial. Just that child. Yeah. I gotta stall him out, man. Got to stall him out. Kenny Porter not to throw his son in the bus after Crawford fight. Nah, I didn't like how he did that. I thought he threw him. He's like, well, these guys, they think they get to a point where they think they know. And I'm like, bro, this dude just went out here and got stopped for his first time. You would think you would say that for a couple minutes. They here they wasn't speaking for a little while, after that fight. I heard a little down the grapevine, but I think they back good now. So that's all that. Work for the sport and always in mind your business and your craft and the sport of boxing. I'm telling you, work on. You know what I mean? Focus on your fight, but you not make it to your fight. You know what I'm saying? That's my word, in the words of the great Bud Crawford. Focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. Focus on your fight for you not make it through your fight. Okay, Austin, got a little sticky in there for you. Got a little sticky. Back to the drawing board they go. I think they need to hold up on Coleman for core and tank out until he gets some more seasoning. But I doubt if they listen. Mhm. Right, Fate. But you know what that was? You know what I think that was and why he went that route with it? Because Sean Porter said that Terrence Crawford camp was the first time that he told his father no. And I think that was on his pop's mind. So when he seen him getting touched up, I think Sean Porter told his pops that he was trying to do something in the gym. I think he told him no. I think he said he want to save something for the fight or something like that. And of course, that's something that he's never said to his pops. So I think they had some type of issue there. And I think in the fight, he might have had some flashbacks of when he got said no. And he was like, man, yanked him about the fight, threw him right up under the bus. Sean Porter ain't even catch his breath yet from the beat down. And, Terrence Crawford over there hugging him and shit. And then his father throwing him under the bus. He's still catching his breath. I was like, yo, this is tough. It's tough to watch. That's a fact, BJ. That's why I say he gotta be mindful of how he moving his son and mindful that not to oversell him because people gonna expect to see something that he's currently not yet because he hasn't had the time in the game yet. He ain't got the skin in the game to be what you selling him as right now. And that's tough, right? Yeah, Porter Dad was like, oh yeah, bet. What's that teach? You say who Kid Austin? We turning back and I still going. But he said, I don't know what the hell he was going. But Sean Porter had, I was talking about Sean Porter with Crawford, but yeah, Kid Austin in the turning to the back. I just didn't like that. It's just not a good look. You can't like essentially call your own timeout almost like walking away like that. Because if Garone wanted to be dirty, he could have punched you, he could have wailed on you, and he would have been all within his right. Can't just do that in the middle of the fight. You feel like something happened and call your own timeout and then walk away. It's protect yourself at all times. That definitely is a rookie move. And that's why I say that stuff comes with experience and over time, man. You don't gotta rush somebody that is talented and his youngest kid also. He got time on his hands, how his dad always say, and I believe it. He do. Yeah, he called his own timeout, teach. I hated it. I was like, what the hell? Boy, if you don't turn your little nugget head ass around. Tank was gunning him. Tank said, stop letting your father cut your hair. Tank told him to stop letting his pops cut his hair. Yo, Tank is a fool, man. I'm trying to tell you. That man be fooling, bro. Yeah, right. Yeah, it could have ended badly. I'm glad Talese didn't go for yacht because we having different combo. Yeah, if he'd have just stole, but it'd have been all on him. And I think the way his father has been rubbing people the wrong way, just doing what he feel like is his job, he don't rub me the wrong way because I see things for what it is. He just want people to believe in his son the way he do. And I get with that, he's gonna sell him a certain way, and I understand. But they got to deal with that. Like when you oversell and then you get knocked down, now people gonna treat it like you lost, almost like. Nah, he got through that moment. He figured it out. Yeah, his little nugget head ass. He got a little, rock head. He had a dome piece as a kid. Kid also got that dome piece. I think like, yeah, I'm just here for Keyshawn. Listen, baby girl, root for her guy. Man, your square is very great condition and will prove it mentally and physically right, Terrell. Absolutely. Don't wait until y'all talk, Joe. You just get too emotional. Yeah, I be trying to understand, right? I see what people get pissed off with about him. Like for me, I was talking about it the other day, like when he was talking a certain way and then Core got on the live and they didn't keep the same energy. And then you went online again after that and said Core was scared some more. I'm like, bro, are you paying attention to what we paying attention to, bro? Like he don't look. You wanna know if somebody's scared or don't believe what they say. You peep Shakur when he got up on that live, how clear. Look at his eyes. The eyes don't lie. Well, he meant what he said. He meant everything he said, and he was confident. He wasn't stuttering over nothing. He had them kind of like tuck and tail a little bit. And I ain't no disrespect to him. They ain't keep the same exact energy. And I'm telling you, his son don't even be sounding confident when he talk about fighting him. I'm not even trying to be funny. He sound very immature. Like, man, they already know he's not a threat. Nobody's scared of him. Yeah, you still talking like a little youngin. At this point, none of y'all better not be scared. But you ain't got it. You ain't got the experience. I don't think to beat that guy. You're not going to outthink him for 12 rounds. You already said how much he make you think when y'all spar, and you say he's sneaky. He'll allow you to get comfortable, and then he'll catch you. You just gave him his credit too much. You called him the GOAT. You told him you appreciate being around him. You don't get to call that man soft after doing all that because he talking. And that's what I mean about people and their criticism. If how you feel about him is based on what he looked like when he was in the ring, when y'all shared the ring, that shouldn't change based on how he's tweeting. That don't make sense. That don't change him. Oh, you tweeted this, so now you're not one of the greatest fighters I've been in the ring with. You get what I'm saying? Now it ain't been a pleasure to be here. You get what I'm saying? You can't take that back. Can't take that back, bro. After you said that, it's over with. Get me, you praised him. Look, I still got it in here. You praised him. Thanks for the work, champ. You the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He said, no, I appreciate you and look forward to learning more from you, man. You're the greatest boxer I've seen. Glad to be around you. See you the next time. Like, come on, bro. So that man, the paragraph, glad to be around him, told him he the GOAT. One of the greatest boxers he ever seen. Like, that's what you just said to him. You don't get to say he's soft and all that after the fact. That sounds crazy. Bro, that man exposed himself. He bogus, but I still like him, and it's just entertainment, bro. This Kid Austin's a good. Good young talent, bro. Sky keyword. And like what about your IQ? All I heard was power, speed, knockout. What about his IQ? His jab, his footwork, his setups, and combinations. They don't get that's too much. They only deal with surface level shit. They just talk about power all day. Kyle Cooley, my guy, was good with his family. And man, fanboy in them DMs, yeah, for sure. You seen it, Fake? That's why I like it, man. Corby putting them dudes on Front Street with all that front. They be talking one way on lives and in them interviews. That's why he pulled up on Cigar Talk. Shakur pulled up on Cigar Talk on that type of time, bro. Y'all ain't calling this man soft. He like, but y'all lying though. Yo, about this phone. He said, yo, bro, what are you talking about? You said I hit you in the stomach and you almost shit on yourself. And that was funny. That was a funny exchange from them, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was funny calling my guys soft like that. But at the end of the day, like, I get it. It be a war of words. Like, you call people soft. Like, you might not feel like Shakur is the most aggressive fighter, the most strongest guy, but he a lot more physical, like my guy Ant McQueen always point out, than what people give him credit for. He's just gonna do with a knockout guy. He's not a knockout artist, but he's a pure boxer and one of the absolute smartest and best talents I think we got in boxing. That's why you was telling me the greatest you ever seen. You talking about defense, footwork, IQ. You know, when you stand out as a true boxer, yeah, they are the fundamentals and the things that do take a guy to being great. I've been hearing people diminish his defense, saying his defense ain't great because he ain't fought nobody great, this and that. I think that's they missing it too. Like the fact that you landing 12 and 13% for a fight is ridiculous in 12 rounds is wow. Yeah, he's too overly athletic. He relies on the athleticism too much. But I think that's what gets him in trouble. So he's flipping his hair back, extra and Baywatch. Somebody, I think Tank said, "Why he keep flicking his hair like that?" Tank be going off, bro. I'm full and Kenny else, president, vice president. Shout out to the team Tank, man, them coaches, man. And Bozy Ennis said it too. Bozy Ennis said, "Kid Austin ain't ready for no Shakur. He better chill." While we talking about it, hold on. Let me see if I can get this real quick for my guy Bryson. Ah, man, I'll do it next time. Only person beat Shakur Tank now. Yeah, me too. I see it. Foster had me stressed of the Robson fight. Man, yeah, I knew he was gonna get his lick back. It just was surprising that that fight played out as close as it did. But he won. I heard some people saying that he ain't win and Robson got robbed. I'm like, hell nah, that wasn't no robbery. Too many breaks in that fight. Yeah, yeah, them inactive moments was leaving a lot to be desired. And that's why I always say his levels, not to bring Shakur into the mix and not trying to do no triangle theory, but he fought the same guy. And look, they don't look at Shockey as a guy that don't throw his hands, right? They respect Shockey and how he fight. But look, they got a common opponent. Look at the difference in how the fights look. That shit looked totally. I remember being at that Conceição fight. Shakur beat his ass standing right in front of him. Man, he was really beating him up. For a guy that's a pure boxer, not a KO guy, that's beating somebody up. I ain't gonna say he murdered none of that, but he beat him up. He touched him up. They was about to stop that fight in several different rounds, few of the different rounds. I seen the ringside physicians or whatever kept checking on him in between rounds. He was getting beat up. He was getting his ass handed to him. Right in the pocket. Corby, right in the pocket. Slip, counter him, make him miss, make him pay. The shit that people say he don't do, just jumping straight, that's bullshit. He was beating. I challenge anybody to that fight. Go watch that Conceição fight and see how clean Shakur beat him. And he didn't lose a single round, I don't think. He just beat him just clear. Round 1 to 12. And he dropped him. And he dropped him. And he dropped him. They be doing all this talk about power. It's not just power, man. It's not just power. Setups, how you throw your punch, delivery, all that shit. Speed. Ray Ford versus Foster. They've been talking back and forth on Twitter, bro. Look, they've been talking back and forth on Twitter. I want to see this fight preferably sooner than later. Yeah, they've been going off on each other, bro. Look, that's him and Ray Ford going back and forth with each other. He said, "You already knew I was fighting Nick Ball." You said in the interview, So you know I was fighting. Yeah, I was. We wasn't fighting. He said, "I'm at 130 now. You claim that shit is personal? Show me." Yeah, he on shot. He pressing shock line. Shock responding, boys, shut your Trump ass up. I'm not waiting on no man. Remember, you bluff us out for July 7th card. Talking about we was fighting on the Shakur undercard. My team at top rank never heard from you or your team. Where, dude, if I can't get a champion, then I'll see about you, chump. That's a fight that need to happen. I like the back and forth between both of them. I like both of them as fighters. I think it's a true 50-50. I know how they feel about each other, but them guys are talented. They can say what they want about one another. I look at both of them as very talented fight. Oh, you was there too, Andrew, man? Damn, wish I would have known, bro. I would have said what up to my guy. Missing the stool in the corner. The kid missing that stizzle. He was a little dizzy. He was a little dizzy. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get his feet.
That's not the thing to do against Iran. And he misses the stool going down.
Yeah, he told him he can't walk away. That's what he was telling me. Yeah, missing that stool, that was nasty work, man. But yeah, that was a good fight, bro. He really. That's why I say you. I don't want to hear this 130 shit. This 130, nah, bro. I say y'all be pushing them narratives saying he don't throw punches and he don't do this, he don't do that. He stood right in the pocket and beat that man up every round. Man, that shit was impressive. I was like, yo, he beat him up, yo. I didn't think he was gonna beat him like that, but he couldn't hit him and he didn't have to go moving around the whole ring to do it. He just couldn't do nothing with him. I remember that fight clearly, like yesterday. He had moments. Of course, you land your shots, but he had no points in the fight where you feel like, yeah, he getting it all. No, he was getting neutralized, nullified, shut down, disarmed, all of that. He was just getting beat up. He really was in there to get beat up. Cole was playing with him, not playing with him, but he was styling on him after a while, just picking him apart. So, kid was missing that stool. Kid missing that stool was not it. Yeah, so he would have threw the towel in. How's baby do? What is baby do? About? But yeah, man, learning experience for that young man. He'll bounce back though. Good thing for him that it's a learning experience and a win, so he could just go back, hit that drawing board, make some changes, make the necessary adjustments, get better. You know what I'm saying? But go watch that fight because you left a lot to be desired, leaving a lot of holes in your game, offense and defense. Too much footwork, like unnecessarily. He'll see those things. He'll see. He'll see him. I think if he go back and study, he'll definitely see exactly what the people talking about. Yeah, man, he beat him up, fake. I remember, like I said, the ringside physicians kept walking to him and checking on him in between rounds. He was getting beat up. He was getting beat up. Matter of fact, you ain't seen nobody beat him like that. You ain't seen nobody beat him like that. I think people be forgetting. He really outclassed him thoroughly. Like that shit was clean. I was like, yeah, that was fun to watch and beat him like that. Yeah, yeah. He had the mental handcuffs on him. Once he had, you say, watch the fight last night. I love watching him over again. I got to go back and watch. Man, it's a couple fights that I meant to watch over. Lara and Canelo again for homework purposes. Uh, Man, it's another fight. I gotta look at my messages, man. Yeah, he beat his ass though, Kevin. He was kicking his ass, bro. It was just so clean, and you like it and you appreciate it. It's like because Shockey don't have some of that same criticism on him. But then now you see a compare and contrast in opponents, and you see how one got their work done. Don't ever tell me that the dude don't be throwing his hands, right? Don't tell me the guy don't be throwing his hands. I mean, say, but Malik K was good with it. Yeah, man, you know it, man. I already know. That's why over here, Malik K, the thing is, bro, I really appreciate what those dudes do too much to hate on them. You get me? I understand as a civilian, I call myself a civilian and a fight fan. I can't go in there and go 12 rounds with nobody. I can't go 10 rounds, 8 rounds with none of them dudes. So to sit up here on my channel and talk like people is frauds and failures, when in fact that they're some of the most successful people in all of the sport, is just a weird conversation. That's why I say it's only so much resume talk you can make after a while. You just gotta appreciate guys because EJ had all the resume one would need, and that shit just don't win you fights. You know what I'm saying? People still barely appreciate him. So shout out to EJ, shout out to Tank. They both doing their thing. Keep doing it. That's a good point, Big Dre. That's why I like Boots be doing 4-minute rounds. Boots be doing 4-minute rounds, bro. Shout out to Malik K. You already know, man. Humble Dragon, what it do, my guy? I watch George Campbell. You a fool. I get it, and I understand. Look, people got to hold fighters accountable, and they got to talk about who they feel like ain't good. But like I said, we be talking about some of the best talents in the world. We be dragging them across to these platforms, and I'm not doing that. I'm gonna keep building the sport up. I think that's the way to do it. You know, you hold people accountable for sure, but you don't make up shit just to push a narrative, and that's what people do. Like all the fake Tank news, Tank broke, foreclosure on this. He ain't got no money. That can't go to Japan. It's like people literally celebrating him not being able to do what he wants. It's strange. Like I don't even understand how that's funny. It's fun. Like what enjoyment could you get out of a person being restricted on doing something he want to do? It's just weird, but that's people for you. That is the people for you, man. But yeah, man, back to this, man. I almost went on point. Split. Yeah, the split with Coach Calvin, that too. And I got a chance to talk to him. What was that? Sunday, Saturday, a few days ago. I was up there with Senior, and he kind of shot that right down. Shout out to the professor in the cut, man, at McQueen. But yeah, man, I'm not into it. Like yeah, all that negative stuff, bro. Let that man live. That's why I think so many people have got to a point where they just appreciate him because they seen it from the start. They understand how they look at it. They beating the eyes every time he walked up. Every time he walk, make a ring walk. Every time he step up those couple steps and step inside the square circle, that's another win for him before he even throw a single punch. And I don't think it's a certain percentage of people that just can't understand that and where they coming from. You cannot in no way, in no conversation in this universe explain with any validity that he's anything close to a failure in the sport. That is missing the mark. And that's what we've become so comfortable just saying anything, right? Just because we displeased at the time. Yeah, he's a fraud, man. He's this, he's fake, he's just a prospect. It's like, bro, what? I know for a fact that was your brother at 30 and 0, 28 knockouts, you'll be talking crazy. I know that if it was your son, 30 and 0, 28 knockouts through 4-weight class, you'll be talking crazy. You get me? I know if it was your son that was on the tip of everybody's tongue and one of the undeniable faces of the sport, you would be talking crazy. You know, if he probably was from your same neighborhood and you actually know him and knew what his struggle was, see where he came from, the last thing you would ever call him is a failure. So that's why I said boxing fans got to be better. Why are we doing that? Just say who you want to see him fight, but that don't make a guy no failure. That don't make him scared. None of those narratives don't work over here. If you say he ain't demanding him, say that. That's cool. I understand that. He might not be demanding. You feel like, yeah, as in that position, you got to take your career and more of your controlling in your own hands. And I think that's what he's doing. So just let him live and support what he's doing. Like I said, we always against each other and for no reason. Nobody ain't telling no Lomachenko, no Ukrainian fan is mad at Lomachenko and saying he a failure and he got 3 losses. And he lost to a guy that had about a dozen losses when he fought him in Orlando Saliba. You think any of his fans run around talking about how much of a failure Lomachenko is? Hell no. In fact, they saying if he retire right now, he going down with having one of the most successful careers and one of the most decorated amateurs in all the sports because they know how to identify and appreciate the work that the fighters put in despite the things that they haven't done just yet. We don't know how to do that. If you ain't doing what we said, nah, he ain't doing nothing, man. He a bum. He a prospect. He ain't dead. He ain't fighting nobody. Nah, he's a failure. Like, he's a fraud. Like, those are harsh words, bro. For a successful man, you almost sound like a hater. Not no failure. That man ain't no fraud, man. Hell nah. He the goods, man. That's why you talk about it. That's why you demand what you're demanding from him, because you know full well he got the skill and the talent to compete with everybody that you want to see him in their weight. You know that. He got a very good chance at beating them. So the fact that he ain't fighting him as soon as y'all feel like he should, I'm gonna keep saying it. You just lose your mind. Lose your mind. Start pushing these narratives. I'm telling you, I get it, but just say it's okay to like him. It's okay to demand him to fight better people, but it's not okay to tear him down. It's not okay to call him a fraud. It's not okay to say he's a failure. That shit is corny. It's not okay to put narratives out there talking about he broke. That's weak. Get what I'm saying? None of that shit is cool. Yeah, you can demand fight the best fighting the best. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We fight fans. Damn. Failure and he ain't fought nobody but tomato cans is weird. And then every time I say who the tomato cans, they can't name them. This shit is blowing me. Like, where are the tomato cans at? Like, people don't know how to rate boxers. They don't know how to rate skill level and talent. Because they wouldn't keep saying that. Show me the tomato cans he fight. Who are they? And don't give me no Rolly, some shit that got mandated. I don't want to hear that. Even him, not a tomato can, just an inexperienced ass, in shape street fighter is what Rolly is. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland back in the super chat. He said, Paul is giving these words that just do. I appreciate you always recognizing. That's how we got to do it, bro. And for the record, y'all, this is for all the boxing. This ain't just for no damn Tank. This ain't for no Core. This ain't for no Devin. This ain't just for EJ. This for boxing. All these dudes doing their thing. These dudes be far too successful for me to sit up on this platform and talk like they ain't at the top of their game. It don't make sense. It's a bullshit conversation for real. They acknowledge the work that they put in and demand what you want to see from them at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. But to ignore everything they've done and accomplished, especially when you talk about guys that started their career at one weight class and been in several others, like you, there's no way that's a failure. That's a guy that's testing himself. You just don't see it. That shit is frustrating. You go in there and fight somebody that got all that height and size over you and see how you feel. You know what I'm saying? See if you know what I mean? You say you ain't been tested. You are fighting these big ass dudes and chopping and breaking these dudes down. Shit is impressive to me. So I just want to see more because I believe that he's capable. So in due time, I think we'll get everything we ask. I'm gonna just keep pushing that until he prove otherwise. Shout out to Mike.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Big Dre. He said Peacock Pride. All right, Roman got the right cover to sell. You get me? But his people let him live. His people just appreciate him, is what I'm saying. Like the Ukraine, they treat him like, you get what I'm saying? Only us that we if you ain't doing what I said do at home, then you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing what I said do. You're not giving me the fights I want. You ain't doing this. Like what? Man, Loma fans ain't doing that. Loma fans ain't complaining about who he fight. They like, yo, he going out there and competing and they supporting it. That's all I'm saying. I would have thought they would have prevented on force too, the way he said off that. Yeah, thanks, Al. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Rob. What it do, my guy? How you feeling, family? And shout out to my guy, Mike Kirkland. Man. Appreciate you as always, man. Shout out, man. But yeah, man, he got the complexion for the protection. But on top of that, if them Ukrainian folks really get behind their guy, they're not questioning his level of greatness, calling him no fraud. You get what I'm saying? They're not doing that. Even the fact that he ain't elected Tank Davis fight, I bet you they still supporting that. They like, bro, he had a long career. If he don't want to fight, he don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying? But if that was us, that was Tank, would be going crazy. This dude the duck. He don't want to fight nobody. He's scared of this. He's scared of that. He's a sucker, failure, fraud. We just go crazy. It's not real. So keep winning. Keep putting them asses in seats. Keep being must see TV, and keep working closer and closer to the guys that everybody wants to see. Simple. Same thing all the time. It don't change with me. I want to see the same stuff, but I know it's going to be a while. You know, it's going to be a little bit. But yeah, man, if Foster and Shockey, Shockey and Raymond Ford was to mix it up at 130, that's a great fight. Carlos Adames and Janibek is another fight. 160 need work, man. 160 needs somebody to come in there and shake it up and grab a hold of the division. Man, it seemed like now would be the best time as ever for Charlo to come back and get on the top of his game. Because you got a couple of valid opponents there that it'd be worth fighting for titles if he can put himself back in position. But we just have to wait and see what Charlo got in store for himself next, man. You know, he did put some miles, should I say, on his body with the way he was living. So hopefully, with him smiling and being back with Ronnie Shields is right where he need to be, and we can see him in there sooner than later. Again, you was hearing all these dudes are supposed to be on this December card. Now that's scrapped. So I heard January the last time. Now I'm hearing the fight might not actually happen, but I'm gonna have to go check on that because I don't know if that's factual. You know what I'm saying, I don't know. So we're gonna see. You will find out in due time. But let's keep rolling, man. Something else. I had seen Bam Rodriguez and his Boots having this little interview real quick, and they was talking, and Bam made a quick pick with Shakur and Tank. You know, I seen people talking about it, so I just clicked it and said we'll talk about it. Let me see, where is it at? Doo-doo-doo. Bam is the goods, man. He's saying he ready for Anyway right now. That'll be a damn good fight for that young man. I'll be for it. If he ready, I'm ready to see it. Let me pull this up. It was a short clip, but like I said, everybody gonna make their different picks, man. One reason why I play these videos and these little clips, I like to hear from the fighters because that's something that on any given day you could hear somebody pick one or the other guy. There's no real like I don't know if you could say that as a whole the public are leaning too heavily towards one guy. I think what I'm saying is, and I'm specifically speaking towards about the fighters that speak on the fight. I think those guys I ain't gonna say it's exactly split down the middle, but it's definitely split. It's a fair amount of talent, very talented fighters that feel like one guy or the other will win. And then just one more reason to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? One more reason to see the fight. Zoom versus my guy was good with it, Brody. How you feeling? How you feeling? But let me play. This is a short clip from Bam and Boots being interviewed. And you know, Bam and Boots got their fights coming up. They're on the same card, and it's must see TV.
Who is your Mount Rushmore of boxing?
Floyd, Roy, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard. Honorable mention, Sweet Pea.
Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao, Bam Rodriguez.
Who is one boxer that you admire right now?
Right now, Bam Rodriguez.
Boots Ennis. He's one of a kind.
Is it true he beat you in a body spa a little bit earlier today?
You ask him. Ask him.
Well, he said he did.
Previously.
Nah, he got me. He got me 10-8 first round.
Liar.
Sorry, I'm quaking in my boots, literally.
Got him!
What do you think people will be saying about Jerome Boots Ennis in 10 years?
Multi-weight division champion, undefeated legend.
10 years, they're gonna look back at my fights and be like, damn, like he put on some great ass fights.
What is your hidden talent?
I could yo-yo a little bit.
Right, you're now Eddie Hearn. You can make one fight right now in boxing. What is it and why?
Dream fight would be Floyd and Sweet Pea.
What about Boots Ennis versus Bud Crawford?
Everybody know he won that. You know, you gotta go ask him if he won it. You know,
You're very nervous today.
Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson.
Who wins?
I think Shakur outboxes him.
That was on the ground.
Man, shout out to Bam, man. He just gave his quick thoughts. Nothing too long, just no real elaboration. Just, they always pick back and forth, and that's the thing. People kind of, split down, not directly down the middle, but it's pretty split and it's even. I hear a lot of fair takes from both guys. Why I like playing it from talented, accomplished fighters because they do them they do this shit themselves at a high level. And one thing's for sure, that's a pick 'em fight is what I get from everybody. No matter who you think you feel like is gonna win that fight, it's a pick 'em fight and it's one that either guy could win. And that's what I've always maintained. Whether one fighter is my guy or not, I ain't unrealistic, man. That's a dangerous fight for both of them because of what the other guy does well. Think about what I'm saying. They have the ability to make the other guy look bad if they're having their night, if it's their night, if you get what I'm saying, right? So say, Shakur Stevenson switched on that night, the way he boxes and neutralizes guys, and like we was talking about the mental handcuffs earlier, you got the ability to make you look damn bad in there against him, right? And then you got Tank Davis on the other hand, and he can box, keep up with you in the boxing ability, IQ, high as they come. He got the opportunity to sleep you and have you looking crazy while you guys. Raymond looked like a damn corpse for a second when he laid him out. So they have that ability that they're switched on and they have in their way. You could end up looking real bad. And Tank, he'll allow you that comfortability while he processing things and figuring it out. Wait for some of that steam to come off your punches and then beat your ass. You've seen it time and time again. So them both guys both had that ability to make the opponent look bad if they on their game. So it's a dangerous fight for both. DBO was good, man. He said, but they both lose. That'd be crazy. Get knocked out by Boots. Lose, right? I hated seeing Paul Williams get knocked out. I remember he got a pretty favorable decision against Lara, though. Shout out to our busy, my guy. Like I said, we late. We was an hour and some change late, y'all. And I'm doing this from my phone, but we making it work, you know? We making it work. I still had a couple clips in here for y'all. Appreciate the fan rocking with me. We gonna cut up for a few more minutes. Something else I'm forgetting. Play for y'all. Oh, Crawford. This was you remember Virgil Ortiz fought that guy, what was his name? Michael McKinson, right? Dude had like 2 knockouts his whole career. Yeah, gave his thoughts on Boots.
He's incredible. He is the best fighter that I've been in the ring with in my life. Sparring in Bosey's dungeon, 4-minute rounds, 30-second break against the world #1. It was an unbelievable experience that I'll take away. Just the days that I wasn't even sparring, I was learning. Boots took me aside like every single session and gave me advice and told me what to work on. I feel very lucky to have had that experience, and it's only going to benefit me going forward.
Now Michael McKinson speaking about Boots. He said that was the best fighter that he's ever been in the ring with. And why I thought that was caught my ear when he said it, because remember he had a whole fight with Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? He took Virgil Ortiz a little late into the fight, took Virgil a while to stop him. I think around 10 or so. Took him a little late, but nonetheless he got the job done, got the stoppage. But you see, he sparred with Boots. He ain't been in there with him. He said that's the best fighter he's ever been in the ring with in his life. And I think that's a testament to the creativity, the athleticism, and just the pure talent of Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's one of those guys that regardless of what's missing on his resume, you still know that as a fighter, when we talk about eye test, how many boxes that he checked. And again, people have to stop making excuses as to why he shouldn't get an opportunity. I was making a point that he has more fights than Earl Spence. How could you say that he don't deserve to fight anybody at this point? Think about it. Less fights. Earl already had an opportunity to fight for undisputed. This guy here can't even get a damn unification. He got more fights than EJ. And you telling me that he still needs to fight somebody else before he proves that he should fight the other top guys? He's a damn champion. Champions fight other champions. There's no run-of-the-mill fighter at 147 that's going to beat Jerron Ennis. It's just not going to happen. So the only way we're going to see him get tested accordingly, even those guys that got the belts, he is shoo-in to beat all of them. He'd probably be a favorite in each one of those fights, bro. So you get me? Appreciate you out busy, man. That's love. I was coming, man. I was getting here, man. I was on the way. I was on the way. Yeah, man. Y'all, if y'all can, y'all smash the like button. If y'all want to, super chat, cash app. Let's keep building. We're gonna be here for a few more minutes. Y'all. Shout out to the guys that make it possible. Baltimore 1981. Shout out to B More. Shout out to Boxing Man. We make this thing possible, man. Shout out to y'all guys. Shout out to my guy Busy. So he got nervous for a second. I was on the way. I was just having one of those days, bro, and it pushed me far behind. We got here, but we here. We got here. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Y'all gotta pardon me because I don't have my thing in front of me, man. I don't remember. I don't have it. He said he want to do E versus Boots at 45. You a nut, man. You a damn nut. Take a fight nobody. Damn 45. 47 to be too much. That's pretty much welterweight at that point. That's definitely a welterweight. That's definitely a welterweight. Zach B, my guy, come right in with the 10 piece. Man, how you feeling? How you feeling, Zach? Appreciate you. And again, like I said, man, shout out to y'all that's bear with me. Y'all here, regardless of what time I come on. Y'all rock out until I leave, man. Y'all all appreciate it. Even the people that don't type, they just listen to the voice, man. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, man, for sure. I agree with you as well, man. I appreciate y'all. That's why I say I feel like I gotta come here. I hate being late and pushed back, not being as prepared as I wanted to be. But you see him, I always try to make it a good conversation. And I use this thumbnail for a reason. It's staring me right in my face, and I was forgetting something to mention. I was hearing some stuff, and obviously y'all seen some of the mentions about Naoya Inoue, the monster, and signing a big deal, and hopefully those fights, some fights, lead to him fighting in the States. I do hear that. I think they planning on bringing him to Vegas. I think it is so. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he fights the right guys because I just don't feel like nobody at 22 gonna beat him. I think the rest of those guys are food. The only way I think he gets tested for real is if he go up. He got to go up. He truly got to go up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Zach B. That's love. Appreciate you, bro. You good? That's what I like to hear, man. Shout out to Ock Busy, man. Appreciate all y'all as always, man. I think Janibek can beat the Diamonds. Me too. Real 50-50. J Rock showed some deficiencies and some holes in Carlos Adames' game, respectfully. I think a younger, fresher Janibek definitely could exploit some of those same holes. But on the flip end, I seen Janibek had a couple, one or two so-so performances too. So that's why I say, like, I've seen both of them look less than stellar, and then I've seen them look at the top of their game. And I feel like if we just looking at it, if they both at the top of their game the night they fight, we got a true 50-50 that either guy could win. I like them both, bro. I really do. I like Janibek. He can fight. I like Carlos Adames. I think he's a bit slept on, and I think if he fights a little more regularly, more people will be talking about him because they've been on Twitter exchanging words and they've been flirting about a fight for a little while now. So I think what they both hold titles. Am I right? 60, both of them. Yeah, unify. They got to. Again, shout out to Zach B. I busy for the push through. Hope all is well. Yeah, all is good, man. You know how it be. It's them days that you just can't get on track. But we here, we gonna get here. I feel like I should come back later on to on a late night, have a little box. I might do it. I might do a just do after dark tonight.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now. And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to my guys, man. Appreciate you. Busy? Yeah, he said last stops them both. Lara, I don't think he'll stop neither one of those guys, but he'll make an interesting fight. But I think those will be real tests because those guys younger, fresher. They gonna really work. They really gonna push him to the limit. I don't think he'll just be the walk through those dudes. And guys, yeah, baby do is under the weather. Yeah, he is. Adam changed his style. Adams changed his style in training. He just don't look the same. He was nice at 54. It looked like he made some tweaks, possibly. He said, "Dev got to see therapy before he fight again." He's stupid. Not as fast. That right hand, though, sneaky, and he a sniper with it. Sniper. Man, yeah, that left, man, he be putting people on their ass, man. So Larry always gonna give himself a chance, but I think those fights are a bit risky, dangerous. But he got a shot, yo. You can't count that dude out. He's just like an older guy that he aged like wine. So he gave himself some more years. He added a couple more years to his career, respectfully. Larry did. So am I gonna bring back Prospect Watch? Yes, I am. Man, under facts. Yeah, I bring back Prospect Watch. You can do the Prospect Watch. Keyshawn, that's what put you on Keyshawn. You right when I did the Prospect Watch. You right. I did do one for him. Now I can do one for his brothers, or his brother, his youngest brother. The younger Keon Davis. He's a prospect for sure to watch, but he'll be making his debut. Maybe I'll bring it back after he do his debut. Maybe that'll be something worth doing. As the experience, that's why he been in there. Prime Hurd, yeah. Hurd worked his ass over though. That's why I say that he was aggressive, but Lara, bro, he not to slow the pace of a fight down too. So that's very important, man. And I think Janibek and Carlos Adames, Those guys, those will be chess matches and boxing matches. So I think Lara will have his fair chance to win. He'll have his opportunity to get it done. But for him, I mean, shit, he he lasted a lot longer than people anticipated anyway. So let's get that going. Yeah, I got you. I think I could start it right after I see Keyshawn Davis' little brother go. Do the Mount Rushmore. Yeah, I gotta think exactly who I'm putting on there. Jersey Mount Rushmore, and I want the thumbnail. I want the edit to be something better than anything I've done. Because if it's gonna be like artwork, like a Mount Rushmore, it need to be put together the right way. Yeah, I heard about it. You said tonight, a big night. I could, man. I could. Yeah, I heard about it, man. That's why he not gonna learn from his mistakes because it still appears as if he's being rewarded for the mistakes that he made. Right? He's not even having to sit in a situation where you have to fully serve out a suspension without fighting. Although it's an exhibition and it ain't going on his record. I wonder I mean, obviously he's still gonna get paid. So Ryan, I just think it's a bad look. Whoever's putting that fight on is a clown for that. I think they should let the man serve out a suspension and not try to go cut corners and go around the proper channels to get a fight, even if it is an exhibition. I think the fact that he's suspended for a year for the Oscar, I think he should have to sit tight. I don't think he should be awarded the opportunity to have fights. Let's have an exhibition. In January, right? I think it said. Did it say January 25th? I was Boots. So we go officially see and get a cab and get cab right. Boots gonna beat one of them dudes up. They come up in that weight class barking. I'm telling you, one of them dudes get their ass kicked playing around with Boots. Tell you, playing around with that man. Boots gonna kick somebody's ass. Hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to have an exhibition. Yeah, I had seen a little poster. I was like, are they serious, bro? Somebody, but that's why I say he's a ticket seller because somebody looking to still capitalize on the fact that he makes money. It's the weakest shit ever. They said they waiting for Boots to leave at 47. Boots gonna beat the hell out of one of them dudes, man. I'm telling you, Boots gonna beat the hell out of one of them. Let's see, man. Hopefully he get to chase greatness at 47. Though. You know what I mean? Because he dead set on that. I know his heart and soul set on 47, bro. So hopefully he can get what he want out of it. And like I said, real quick, the Brian Norman situation is still there for them to revisit. And then you got a guy like Barrio saying he's willing to fight. So in a perfect world, maybe those are two guys that you could look to make fights with, possibly unifications. But shit, if you get 3 belts, say in a break, you get 3, you should be able to get that last guy in there. So I just hope that after he get this win out the way, and Karen got that bald head, Karen might get knocked out, just because he shaved his head like a damn client, like he in one of them groups. So he about to get beat up. Boots beat his ass for that, man. Make his name at 54. I keep saying that, Kevin. I see Pro Box got something where they was talking about it. It was like something about 54 Boots in this 154 is popping. It is, and I think that's the division where he'll truly make the name because it's enough of those guys up there that we respect that'll make tough, good challenges for him. And if if he can find his way up there sooner than later, then that's good. But like I said, with Bozy saying that if they can't get them titles, they're going up. He's saying the same thing. You see people playing hardball. They essentially overplaying their hand because they feel like he need that belt because he's been very vocal about it. And I think that's the issue. They feel like it's something he needs because, he's been adamant. And that's why I think they try to leverage it to their advantage. And even if it puts a fight at risk and not happening, they're still willing to take the risk because it's something that they feel like he needs. And without it, he can't move forward. So it almost seemed like they're treating it as if the belt means more to him than it do to them. and that's the crazy part because they know it. The kind of talent he's been. It's like it's championships or bust for that man. Yeah, if he can't get the fight, I said the same thing, and because 54 been known to mix it up, and that's why we like the division because it's deep with talent, and it's getting deeper because you got guys moving up. You got guys like Boots, just every bit of ready for 54. I think so. I can't wait to see him make the move. To be honest, Boots versus Lubin is a good fight. Absolutely. You know what else too? Mike Kirkland. Damn, did I still have it in here? Shit, I deleted it. It was Boots. Oh, not Lubin and Ortiz. Erickson Lubin and Virgil Ortiz. I think Erickson Lubin tagged Virgil Ortiz. I think it was Virgil he tagged. I had the post. I don't got it no more, but I think that'd be a great fight too. Virgil and Lubin. Yes, sir. That's why I say 54. If you just think about it, mix up any of the top tier talent at 54, and you got a good fight. And that's why I say if you think about the top tier talent at 54, if they all mix it up, those are essentially 50-50 fights across the board. There's no real like lopsided matchups. All those dudes can fight. All of them. All of them. They all can fight, and they all got a chance, I think, on any given night to beat each other. Every last one of them. The top guys, anyway. Charles still active. That would be a good fight. Absolutely. The rematch? Hell yeah. I always thought that rematch made sense to happen. It do now because Lubin keep winning. I'll watch it for a second time. I definitely don't think it'll end the way the first one did. Lubin was too inexperienced and it showed. And his body wasn't even developed. He like a little kid. You go back and look at when he fought Charlo, look at their body size, their frames. Lubin was still growing into his frame. He looked small. You trying to make the fighter just go to 54. Oh, which one? Well, who? Big Dre? Who trying to make the fighter go to 54? Oh, you talking about Boots? If you talking about Boots, yeah, Boots ain't gonna. I think if once he see that he can't get no titles, that's when he'll decide. For Virgil is there and Lubin is there, and he tagged. I believe he tagged Virgil about a fight. Charlo and Boots, what you think? Another good one, because Boots would be moving up. Charlo got some questions to answer after losing to Canelo in the fashion that he did, and some people want to see if he still can get back and return to form. I think it's a good fight, stylistically fun fight to watch. Charlo got the experience over Boots, obviously more battle tested in that regard, but it doesn't mean he'll win. Boots younger, fresher, more athletic. And it should be a hell of a fight, I tell you that. It's another one of those 50-50 affairs to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like nobody has crazy advantages where the fights will be lopsided. Just think either guy could win. Maybe Boots' youth. You know what I mean? Either his youth gonna carry him to victory, I believe, youth and creativity, or it's gonna be Charlo and his experience. You get me? But that's a talk. It's a great fight to make. I'll pay for it. I'll watch it. I'll be all in on that joint. That's a good one, bro. That is a good one. That's why I say, I said it some lives ago, like last week or so, Boots was title bound. You know what I'm saying? 54 bound. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it seemed like he's supposed to be. Yeah. So far as the champions at 47, I hear that the Norman Jr. thing is going to be revisited. That fight, as long as guys win, of course, Norman still got to win his fight because I think it got rescheduled because of an injury for him. So I hear that they gonna revisit that, and I listened to a clip earlier last week, where Barrios was saying, he'll fight Boots, so he willing to fight him. So the way I see it, at least you got two potential possibilities. And my thing is, if you can get Norman there, now you're a unified champion. That would influence a guy like Barrios. Why wouldn't you want to fight for 3 titles? That's crazy. So I feel like that's really the problem, right? And Boots need one more. If you can get one more of those, I think having 2 titles and one of those guys having one and it being a 3-belt fight, it's hard to turn that down. Then he get 3. Who the hell don't want an undisputed opportunity? You'll be weird. Like, so I just think that's it. That's the biggest hurdle, I think, is getting the second belt. If he can get the second one, I feel confident that he can chase down the other 2. But he definitely gotta get that first one. Gotta get that second belt first. Matisse fight week. Boots ban. Whole fight week. Keyshawn, brother. Yeah, this week is a good week. It's a good week. Keyshawn. So you got Keyshawn and Boots, right? He's on the top, right? Yeah. And Keyshawn, like I said, y'all, just to speak about him, you see him making his rounds. He went to his school, kids all screaming. He doing it right, man. I like how Keyshawn moving, man. He allowing the baby that he has, his son, to be motivation. He got his girls, family, his brothers, DB3, his nana, as he say, his mom. He good. You know what I'm saying? Just keep winning. And his name slowly but surely growing in this sport. You've seen it, like you've seen a potential, I don't like to use the word star, but you've seen it. You've seen him grow. You've seen it in real time. You've seen the fight, his first homecoming, and the numbers did phenomenal. You see they putting people on his cars. He got his younger brothers on the car with him. Like he doing well. They doing well. I think it's dope what they're doing. I think Boots should be at that. Yeah, adamant about yeah, he is. That's what he said for them, Big Dre. They like, yo, when you get the other guys, we gotta go up. You know what I'm saying? They sitting around like there's no run of the mill guy left for Boots. There's no need for him to stick around and fight people like that. It's just a waste of time. Saying so he's better off just getting in there and mixing it up all together. And hopefully that's something that he do. You know? Hopefully that's something that he do. But we'll see, man. Bam and Boots fight week. Like I said, Bam picked the winner, Shakur and Tank. Just one more thing to keep the conversation interesting because Bam is talented. He thinks highly of the young man. So am I 4 away? I don't even know where we at because I'm on the thing. I can't even see it. But again, I appreciate everybody that has contributed to the goal. Appreciate y'all. We getting there. But yeah, I think for this fight, I think Boots got a really good chance to knock out Karen if he makes the necessary corrections. Don't chase the knockout. Listen to his dad. Let the fight come to him, and just be who he is on any other day of the week. He's gonna be just fine. I think this time he really could get a stoppage. I ain't just saying I believe it. But those adjustments have to be made, and I think he's gonna make them because he had the chance to go back and watch that fight. And I know he's seen the mistakes that he made, and as long as he can identify the mistakes that he made and what he need to do to change them and make sure it don't happen again, he'll be all right. I know he's gonna listen to his dad. Maybe it's good that he's headlining and he don't got to try to outperform a guy like Tank Davis, right? He can just go out there and do what Jerron Ennis does, and that's win and win impressively. So hopefully he's able to do that. You know what I mean? And get it popping, man. You know, get it popping. But we got a good week coming up, man. Definitely got a good week, y'all. Got a good week. Keyshawn is growing the right way, going in the right direction. Tuning in for that. And Boots and Bam, must see TV. Who's one of the best young talents that we got out here, and so is Bam. And one more thing, one more clip I wanted to play. So hold on, but maybe two. Hold on, y'all. I know people have a tendency not to agree with Eddie Hearn a lot, but I heard him speaking about. You remember people saying Tim Tszyu shouldn't have fought Mortazaliev and say he can retire now. Usyk beat Tyson again? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's nothing left for him either, though. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's still fighting and he mess around be at cruiserweight. He say he tired of eating that much to have to be big. Just one person to make the normal fight and get it done. Yeah, I think they can get it done being that they got some previous history, Big Dre. I think they ran out of time. And I do think if all else fails and they're not able to get exactly what they want. I do believe they're willing to meet in the middle. It just seems like negotiation time ran out, right? So I'm optimistic. I think they can make it happen too, bro. I do. And as long as all parties involved are serious, meet in the middle somewhere and make sure that that fight don't go by the wayside. Because I do believe that's the biggest hurdle into Boots' championship reign or potential undisputed run. I think he definitely could use one more title And now if he's a unification for the remaining two champions, and especially for the last guy, it would be a 3-belt champion. That would be undisputed. Should be no reason why they shouldn't want to oblige him to get in the ring. Yeah, nah, he done. Yeah, Usyk getting old up there. Only thing he's gonna do is end up sticking around too long and lose. Like I feel like if he beat Tyson Fury again, unless he wants to fight somebody he's never fought for whatever reason, it's nothing else for him. And he's a undersized heavyweight, undisputed undersized heavyweight is crazy. And he was an undisputed cruiserweight champion as well. So shit is impressive. Alexander Usyk, one of the most skilled fighters we got today in boxing. And I think he got a really good chance of beating Fury again. So Fury, you don't do switch up tactics and start leaning and laying on him, tire him out, do some of that stuff he was doing in some of his earlier fights to win. I think if he tries to go out there and play chess with Usyk, I think he'll lose. I think he'll lose again. And I think that'll be it for him. Usyk is officially one of the best top tier talents, man. Top tier talents. They don't need to keep fighting for sure. For sure, you don't. Yeah, you don't. But we'll see what's next for Alexander. He a little funny dude with that Hitman attire. That dude's a silly ass dude, man. He's a silly guy, man. Usyk's a funny man, but I'm rooting for him again to pull off the win. Think it'll be another close, competitive fight. The first one was close as hell. Think this one will be the same. I don't think either guy will blow the other one out. I don't think this will be no wide decision victory. I think it'll be another close fought fight. And I got Usyk again, man. My early pick right now, I got Usyk beating him again. Let's see why there's tune-ups. Looking at career story. Yeah. You got a longevity fate without the tune-ups or those stay busy kind of fights. And a lot of these fighters wouldn't have the longevity that they had. They was just fighting top guy to top guy. I think it'll shorten all their careers for sure. Definitely think it would shorten all their careers. I hate myself. Oh, that's her. Oh, man. But man, look, shout out to everybody, man. We almost at the 3-hour mark. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. The IBF took the belt, stole it. Yeah, they quit fast. They hopped on that because they all about making money, and they knew that it was going to take a little while for that rematch to take place. So while that belt is idle, nobody's making money. So if they make, somebody fight for the belt, then they can get paid. And then that every time that person fight, they'll continue to get paid as well. I was winning this week, right? I got DB3, a clean sweep with DB3, all of them winning. Pickett Fury, I thought he would have won. Got the knockdown. Yeah, he was very damn close though, Mike. It was damn close. That knockdown was everything. Because it damn sure solidified it for me. But yeah, man, he was close as hell to win. He might win. Could win. That's a fight that could go either way. And if they do, they won a trilogy. Double haired bonds be bogus though. How you stupid? The double haired bonds. Fool. Like, yeah. Guys, ass strong, big eye ass. I know what you're saying. Fake, you're a fool, bro. But shout out to DB3, man. Becoming a real staple in boxing, man. They being led by Keyshawn. I think they're in good hands. I hear the younger brother is nice too, so I can't wait to see his debut, see how he look. And maybe we can get all the Davis brothers on the show. Or every last one of them. All of them. Everybody. All of them. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Most certainly did. But he'll be back, man. He'll be back. DB3. DB3 this weekend, Boots and Band. We got good action. It's a good fight week, man. So again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Shout out to everybody that hit the super chat, cash chat. Much love. I see all y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m. I already know, don't meet me here, beat me here. We're building this boxing as we always do, man. So I enjoy the rest of this good Tuesday. I see everybody tomorrow, 4 p.m. Much love to the fan, to everybody, and we out.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a
I'm on my
rocket
phone,
scientist to
Faith.
get the proof. Just click the live
I
at
have
4
to go
p.m.
out,
Eastern
go
time.
back
But
in.
when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, not only unbiased.